Probably just a touch of space madness.
Gangsta Boogie.
Big man. No.
shooter who be lacking in the soul.
Just because I'm not doing anything doesn't mean I'm bored. I'm just creating space for what is still to come. The space where I can go deeper, deep into the silent nothingness. My natural state of allowing, listening, being, accepting what is and what isn't. The space between my body and my mind, where I just observe. I don't need anything when I'm here, because it feels like home. It feels like the part of me I've always been searching for. The space where I can just Just because I'm not doing anything doesn't mean I'm bored. I'm just creating space for what is still to come. The space where I can go deeper, deep. 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 Deep.
I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
Show you.
shot. Bang.
We almost had it. It was there. It was right there. Just 20 seconds and we could have started on time. It is what it is. We're coming back live from the CWC Season 9. We're going to need to take a look at these two teams that are going against each other for the first time, I believe. Lethal Company going against Freritos de la Vega. We do have Fortuna Belli in the chat. Hello there, and good morning, sir, and welcome. I did see also Mosdrat. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome. Good morning. Also, Heinig Dave. Hello there, sir, and I do hope you're going to enjoy your time today with us. I do want to also open up the screen so you can take a look at the pick and ban phase. They're going through the pick and ban phase slowly. We got Vietnam taken out from the left side. FTLV is going to be on the left side. On the right side, Lethal Company going to take out Australia. I do also I want to catch up with the chat over here really quickly. Good evening, sir. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Necrotic. Hello there, and good morning, ma'am. I did also notice we did have Rafifi. Bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. And Sas also, bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. Oh my god, sharing some burritos in the chat. Yes, I need a shawarma emote. Right, meow. It is what it is. We got some nachos in the house also. And I gotta say, man, if you keep sharing over here Doritos, at some point, I'm just gonna end up getting to the store over there in my mind. Only Doritos, you know, it is what it is. You gotta satisfy that craving. Now also I gotta say, I'm scrolling up. I just want to see, good evening, sir, and welcome. Let me take a look really quickly on YouTube as well while this pick and ban phase is ongoing. I do notice they did not pick up their first Civ there. What was the first Civ ban? What is the first ban? Tokugawa is gonna be the first ban, and it looks like Vietnam is gonna be taken out by FTLV on the left, and Theodora gonna be taken out. Victor O, hello there, sir, and welcome. Also, is it wrong to cheer for weird rock picks? Those you make for fun and unpredictable. I don't think it's wrong to cheer for out of the box picks, but I do believe we are not really influencing the players that much. I mean, they're not gonna listen to us right now. They're gonna think about their choices in the game, considering their experience, considering their opponents, the map, and so on and so forth. All of the details they should take care of. So I do believe we should be free to cheer for anything. I don't think we need to go over the line, as in no, that's like totally not in the meta. You shouldn't pick that civilization anyway. Like be a little bit like negative about the player choices. We've seen it multiple times how the players did manage to make very good picks, even if they were out of the meta. I gotta say, a lot of the players have played for multiple seasons. That also means multiple versions of BBG, which gives them a lot of insight on how the civilizations have spiked and also shut down in the meta. A lot of the strategies that were available like 2 years ago, for example, are still available now in some sense or another, but you gotta be extremely careful. And sometimes, yes, the stars kind of need to align for you to have the land, to have the neighborhood, to have the civ, to have that resource, and so on and so forth. Like a lot of moving parts that would need to align. Now, Wonder China in Primordial was cool. Yes, indeed, it was amazing. JJJ did amazing over there. Oh my God, we could have asked him so many questions. Unfortunately, he was kind of tired, and I can understand that it took quite a bit of time to get through that game, and I'm pretty sure his brain over there was like, ooh, overheating, you know, because of all of that amazingness. Also, I do want to say hello there, Arthik Rune. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Ashwin, hello there, sir, and welcome. We do need to take a look and see what's going on over here in the pick choices for the maps, because it looks like they ticked off quite a few of them, and we got the last two choices on the table here. It's going to be Lakes on one side and Primordial on the other side. Oh my god. We might be looking at a second Primordial pick over here in this weekend. It is going to be a Primordial pick. Oh my god. Again, a map that will definitely stretch their knowledge thin. We're going to need to see how they're going to manage to actually pull together and do whatever it needs to be done on that map. You can't afford to actually just, you know, do whatever you want. Oh, I want to build wonders because I can build wonders. I want to get that theater square. And man, I need that extra culture. No. You need encampment and you need it right meow. You know, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. MS Doll, hello there, sir, and welcome. We got a prime or a deal again. Yes, any Civ can do the same in this position. Remember one thing, other thing. Wait, Michael and almost all the rest of the chat said he had bad spawn. Yes, exactly. Battle Cruiser, yes, and that just makes it a lot more impactful, doesn't it? Oh my God, we found the answer. He showed us the way, the light. Oh man, no. He came down, GGG over there from his throne and told us this is the way. We're going to need to see if this time around we're going to have a different strategy being applied. I'm pretty sure with 8 other brains in the lobby here, we're going to have them cooking up something a little bit different. We do have also the pregame bans started to go through, or I should say the normal bans starting to go through. It's going to be Spain on one side, taken out by Lethal Company. On the left side, we do have Portugal and Wilhelmina taken out. Netherlands over here. Oh man, Netherlands not making it again, but we got so many others. Like, okay, sure, Tokugawa got taken out, but still, Japan, we got Daido, we got the Age of Empire, Age of Steam, we got Indonesia, we got Kupe, we got Lotaro, we got Genghis, we got so many civilizations here that on the Primordial map can be used to correctly apply the power in the seas and also maybe on land. You've seen yesterday, Rome actually needed to do a lot of stuff on the land, and when he was kind of dipping his toes in the water, because he wasn't focusing his focusing his defenses and so on, he couldn't withstand the power of his opponents. So did Sumeria, did the same, right? We had two different games, two kind of different matchups, but still kind of navally focused. Tilted Access on Friday, and then we did see it yesterday on Saturday. On the first map, Sumeria did amazingly well, just deploying a few units next to his neighbors' armies, his allies' armies, so he could actually get that experience bonus going through and managed to actually help him win the seas a little bit easier. At the same time, yesterday, Sumeria couldn't actually apply that magical power of extra experience because there weren't that many wars on the map. He wasn't involved in any of them. He was kind of far away. So it was kind of a unfortunate situation there. Pangea becomes kind of popular. Yeah, well, let's see when it is going to become kind of popular. Let's see also to put the map here. I did notice they did start to tick off a few more bands, and I'm going to catch up on them. Let's see what's going on here. Primordial. And we do have over here in the banning phase, looks like they're ending up on the last ban here. Oh my god, this timing, man, this timing on the last choice of the map, on the last map over here, on the last choice map. Oh, it got through. They let him in. We do have Norway let in. Sumeria lost its Pantheon yesterday. Yes, also Battlecruiser pointing out a very good thing. He did lose his Pantheon yesterday, and I'm pretty sure he would have been amazed. A totally different game with the Lady of the Ridge Marshes. No, it wasn't. It was kind of a counter, right? The Lady of the Ridge Marshes, if I remember correctly, it was a counter pick. It wasn't really benefiting him from a lot of his opponent. I mean, the one that he picked. Although I don't remember who picked it. Maybe you do. Anyway, Conge is in. First pick over here from Freritos de la Vega. We do have on the other side immediately scrambling, Lethal Company scrambling, getting out the big guns over here in the lobby. We got Daido and Age of Empire Victoria being picked up so they can handle the awesomeness of Norway. And again, this is going to be one of those games that is Norway in with them, or are they in there with Norway? Because yeah, Norway, man, longships, and the Viking longships are legendary for doing a lot of chaos at the beginning of the map. And we do have also Elizabeth the First being picked up over here by FDLV, and I do notice in the ban phase we did have Japan and Indonesia taken out by Lethal Company, while Coupe was taken out by FDLV yesterday. Did you notice they like kind of totally ignored Coupe? Interesting that today we do have it a little bit more higher, like definitely higher, right? It got into the ban phase, but it looks like it kind of was used like a wild card over here as the last card for Norway to get in. Green Spirit, good evening, sir, and welcome. Let's have some banger of a game. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, sir. I do also want to say hello to Urek. Good evening, sir, and welcome. The double Harald. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they actually pick also Varangian? I don't know if they're going to go for the Varangian. I mean, yesterday, like 2 days ago, amazing. We had some other games with Varangian, amazing. But yesterday, I kind of felt like he could have done better if he wasn't Varangian. That's, you know, that's what I'm saying. That carnival timing is quite a pain for Varangian to hit. He can do other stuff. Definitely with the Berserkers, he could have done some damage, but yeah. Anyway, it looks like we do have Elizabeth the First being taken out, taken into the game by FDLV on their side. Rome has been taken out by Lethal Company as one of the last bans here, and Brazil has been taken out by Freritos de la Vega on the left. We do have only 2 more bans remaining, with Lethal Company needing to actually get the last civilization out of this game. This is it. Scythia definitely makes sense. Scythia, Lotaro, Genghis, definitely makes sense. We don't have the moment any, I would say, on out of the box bans here. Okay, so I don't really feel they're targeting each other. They're more like they maybe, because it is the first time they actually meet each other on official format. I believe they have been following different qualifiers. Maybe they actually got a scrim or 2 together, but I don't think the interaction was more than that. So I would imagine this is their first game against each other. Yes, we might have some of them knowing the other players, but they're not going to have the baggage of experience that they do have with other players from like CPL or even how to say other teams from the French community. So in this matchup, they're going to go in and try to take out the civilizations that they do definitely rate very, very high and good to affect the game, disrupt the game. We're going to need to see if their choices are going to be made correctly without taking into account any kind of player preference. And I'm pretty sure they will. I mean, I'm pretty sure the players are experienced enough on both sides. We do have a lot of big brains over here, and then we'll need to use all of their knowledge to adapt to the game and get the perfect choices going. And it is going to be quick. You've seen the timer. This is going to be quick. We do need to see how fast they can react, how fast they can judge, how fast they can actually get the perfect score going. Now they pick Harald and ban Harald. Yes, they took out the Varangian. I did notice that, but I was a little bit sad about it. I did notice a notification here, and oh man, Head Bonnet, good evening, sir, and welcome. So take care, also good evening, ma'am. Hello there, and welcome. Let me take a look over here. What did we have? We got Rexion. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. TTube is not playing. Freritos will still win. There is a good chance. I mean, I'm pretty sure we do have all of the players in the roster of Freritos very, very good. On that note, I do want to take a look once going on over here in the chats. Did we have? Oh, we got over here this, and okay, we got on one side Freritos de la Vega coming out with Barsake, Pompilides, Prigan, and Tirits, and on the other side from Lethal Company we got Kazandar outside, Ozymandias, Roy, and Kazak in the channel. This is because they are allowed to actually have a coach in the channel while they're in the pick and ban phase. I'm not sure if, who exactly did get into the game, but I think I can find out a little bit. Outside Roy, and that's it. We do see outside and Roy over here, another ones. Okay, and let's come back to this, and we're gonna see who the first member actually is over there from a Little Company when we actually get into the game. We do have Nader Shah being picked up as the first pick pick for Little Company, and it looks like Freritos de la Vega did finish up their draft with Kublai Khan China. This is Mongolia or China? Again, a bit. This is China. Kublai China. The red is China. I'm always thinking that it's gonna be like green China, but anyway, it is what it is. And that's why I wanted to double check. China over here is gonna be picked, and we do have Cyrus. That's gonna be Persia Persona on Freritos de la Vega. Definitely can do amazingly well. It's a surprise that we do see it not picked actually in the previous days on this kind of a map on Primordial or Theater Access, anything that could have a balance between the land and the seas. With the extra +3 against opponents, we can still do well on the coast, and of course the extra production, extra culture from his trade routes is very, very useful during the game. We do have Kublai here that was extremely played like a year ago. The one that did break the meta was actually Asticos at that moment in time, showing everybody that, oh my god, China is actually very, very strong, Kublai China in particular. And after that, well, it kept on going. We're going to see what they're gonna do in this game. The last pick, we don't know. They didn't actually pick it. We got a red sign over there, and it looks like it's gonna be Egypt. Roy is saying in the chat it's gonna be Egypt. That's Cleopatra, Egypt. He's saying the default one, so I would imagine that's the only default one that he could refer to. Cleopatra, Egyptian, with the Marianos. Fabios, hello there, sir, and welcome. Good evening, good evening. Hello, right on time. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see. We got a map choice done. I believe we do need to start off the prediction. Let's see. How many remaps are we gonna have? 0, 1, or 2 is the possible answers. I do wanna also say we're streaming Sue today, and also we got Malm on the other side. Oh wait, did he? What happened here? Oh. Okay, I think he. I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened, but I guess I can check. Give me a second. He was in the channel and then he was not in the channel. Maybe he restarted. Maybe he went somewhere. It's fine. Anyway, we're streaming Sue today, and we do need to set up the stream properly. There we go. It should be fine, right? You're seeing it fine, just as it should be. Yes. This is a Discord restream. I do hope it's not going to be a problem with the quality and everything. We did restream a few days ago anyway, and to be honest, it was quite fine. Wasn't it fine? I didn't actually see anybody complaining about, like, you know, too many big pixels on the screen or stuff like that. It should be fine. Good evening, Fabius. And did I say that? I think I did say that. Anyway, now coming back to this, closing this, and then I need to close this again and set up, well, the team labels I'm going to need to set up afterwards. Okay, so let's see. We got Sprig actually on the top slot over here, and switching slots with Pompey, so he gets the priority. I'm actually curious what is he going to pick there. It looks like Tirits and Barsake are down in the bottom, while we do have Sprig choosing to go for Hardrada. We do need to see... Okay, there we go. Sprig is going for Hardrada. Elizabeth the first on Pompey. He's going to be the one charging for those admirals. We do have Dido, the second runner-up. That's going to be Kazandar. Looks like Ozymandias. Victoria, Age of Empire. Outside is Cleopatra, Egyptian. Sprig is asking for a rename. That's probably Kazandar that needs to rename because... Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. We do need to see him scroll. There we go. Oh, later show the last slot. I don't know exactly who was there. Did they actually? No. Okay, never mind. Cleopatra Egyptian has a lot of potential for gold this game, and especially for his allies that are going to be next to him. We do need to take a look how the spawns are going to be revealed, and I do want to put up also on YouTube, so we do have a few moments over here of time. The poll, the big poll. How many remaps are we going to have during the game? Is it going to be 0, 1, or 2? There we go. Start the poll. Keyboard, good evening, sir, and welcome. Okay, so fourth member from Lethal Company is gonna be Roy outside, Kazandar and Ozymandias. We do have Tirit, Sprig, Barsake and Pompey playing today for Freritos de la Vega on the left side. We are going into the first map. The players will have a turn 10 the option to pause the game and also do a remap vote. They have one remap token per each, and they will get the option to use it. If they don't use it, they lose it, and of course the map is gonna keep on going, and that is gonna be their choice. If they do want to use it. Also, they're gonna get the remap, and we're gonna need to see if both of them actually will use it at the same time. They don't actually see what others are voting. They just see that they voted. That's it. We do have the primordial map displayed, and I gotta say this is gonna be extremely fractally, much more connected than we've seen yesterday. All of the seas kind of look connected to every other sea by the looks of it. We do have on the west side the continent that will span from the north to the south that will block movement, but I'm pretty sure he can get some, or somebody will get some canal cities over there. We do have actually Egyptian Cleopatra on that land. Looking at this, we do have Elizabeth I, actually, Pompey in the middle. Yeah, Pompey in the middle, Kublai Khan to the northeast. That's going to be his ally. They're going to get to trade. And looks like here is Norway, and Norway can create canals to the west side. Okay. Norway will also have Persia to the southwest. That's going to be the full team of Freritos de la Vega around the Cleopatra, but not really on the same landmass. I mean, they are on the same landmass, but you see how weird they are? They're going to take like a forever and a day to get to each other. On the right side of, on the east side of this continent, looks like we do have the city of Tyre with an inland sea. He's going to need to make the choice if he wants to go outside of these seas or not. He could canal later using that marsh tile, and I'm pretty sure he's going to think about it. So he could get the production working from those cities in the north through the city of Tyre and to the south of this bay. Now in the oceans, in the deep oceans. We do have London also in the northern oceans, and it looks like he's going to have a canal out to the west side, northwest side. We will need to see if he's going to manage to get to multiple continents. By the looks of it, that land, I'm not sure if it is multiple continents or not. This is kind of a weird spawn for Persia, and yeah, I guess very, very few times that he can actually use that. I do see Cleopatra is going to have a pretty good spawn with a lot of floodplains and quite a few marsh tiles, so he can get those extra production points going from Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, and possibly a Temenanki. I say possibly because I think I mean to say probably, not possibly. They pick Harald and Van Harald. Yes, indeed. Is it in-game nighttime right now? A bit darker than I remember. Yes, basically, I think Sue has that. How do we call it? There's an option that you can take on in the in-game options from Civilization 6 that basically just simulates going through the hours of the day in where, depending on where the sun would be on the map. It's amazing, but to be honest, on most of my streams, because I kind of want to get all of the details out and it should be clear and visible, I usually set it on a single time, on like a single hour. I fix it on a single hour so you can actually see like the districts. I can easily discern the hills and so on. But I do really like this like cinematic effect that the game gives you. Anyway, not really in my power to change right now. I just want to take in the images and take a look at what's going on, how the players are going to go against each other, how they will decide to use their civilization powers to overcome their challenges. We got to see everybody going for sailing except outside, which is not on the coast, so it kind of makes sense. Beijing over here in the middle of the land will have to the north of Persia. That's the other Persia. So they got both Persia, so both of different teams, and it looks like Cyrus is going to be actually to the south of Beijing, and that's going to be his ally, right? Yes. And where is Nader Shah? Nader Shah is actually the one with the funny island. That means Nader Shah is probably going to die to the wolves. I'm pretty sure Sprig and Tirits are going to be there in the water, just sending a lot of units if they can. Wait a second, can they? Oh, yeah, no, that's a bit, no, yeah, no, that's only Dido can do it. No, Dido is gonna need to help out Roy. Okay, Dido is gonna need to help out Roy. Who can do it? Is Victoria, that's gonna be same team. Nobody can do it. Nobody can help out Norway. Wow, nobody can help out Nidaros actually. I think we need to rethink this a little bit, because I mean I got confused over there by the map moving around, and also wrapping around from the north from the west to the east. So yeah, we're gonna need to see over here how they're gonna try to deal with Norway, because it looks like three major powers could actually come against Norway on the same seas, and it's all about timing over here. If they do manage to actually get those production points up exactly when they need to, and the boats in the water exactly where they need to, so they can actually make that defense work. Otherwise, we might actually see the demise of the Persian Empire. the unfortunate and untimely demise of the Persian Empire. You know, Roy over there is gonna probably feel the brunt of the Norwegian fleet. There is also another scenario. Norway might just like say, you know what, I'm not really interested in a naval fight. I'm just gonna stick to my own coast over here, just totally ignore you and get the best sim I can. I didn't actually take a look at his land over here to see what kind of holy sites he has and so on, but I would assume they're pretty good, like at least +2s or +3s here and there. And I would assume also he's gonna have a decent amount of territory to settle cities. I do see like his full north, his east side over here is gonna be open for him. That's not really gonna be a problem. Has a trade route destination. I'm pretty sure Elizabeth is gonna be very happy to just receive all of the support help of his allies there. Something to see I can ask. Feel free to ask. Yeah, okay. This primordial looks very archipelagic. Yes, indeed, archipelagic. I think you need to say. Are they already using BBM or still BBS? We're using BBM. They actually, in overwhelming majority, the players did choose to go for better balanced maps. Also, Dave Plays, hello there, sir, and welcome. Psycho Mike, good evening, sir, and welcome. I was watching Conan the Destroyer this week. I didn't realize Conan was a Sumerian. I wonder if he knew Gilgamesh. They might. I mean, you never know, man. You never know. They might have actually grown up together or something. I mean, ask Su. Oh, I see, Battlecruiser, now what you mean. I was like thinking to myself, and I know disrespect over here. Don't feel offended or something, but I was thinking to myself, is he gonna send me feet pics? You know, I was like, maybe I should not say yes. Because I might be surprised of what comes out, you know. Might not be the best thing, the safe thing, you know. Anyway, coming back to this, I do want to put up on the screen the team labels. We do have on the left side, looks like LC, that's going to be a little company. And we do have also mentioned in the chat that there are 14 city states in the game. That's a lot of city states. On the right side, we're going to have FDLV of the screen there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. We got it. What wonders are these in this game? Hashwin, good evening, sir, and welcome. I see we do have oh my god, what's that called? Salada de Uyuni, the one that gives you the extra gold, the culture, and the science on those desert tiles, but you don't get the food or production on them. I did all C1, sorry. Ashwin, I'm not really controlling the screen. It's another caster that's controlling the screen, and I'm just waiting, seeing exactly what's going on and trying to piece together all of the information that is being sent right now from the stream. How is it not 12? I guess, I don't know. You saw Cliffs of Dover, PV saying we got another wonder here. We also have the remap vote being done over here. We're going to need to give them a minute so they can actually figure out if they want to remap this or not. It does seem like they're going to have quite a few trade routes between them, and I gotta say this might be a bit too sim map for their taste. We do have Cleopatra that's still quite close to his opponents and can trade with Nader at some point, but might not be incentivized to do that. We'll see. I honestly, I don't really see a big reason to remap this. Like, their spawns kind of look good. They're okay, not a lot of fresh water, for example, but it's not gonna have. But he's going lighthouses anyway immediately, right? Let's see, is it gonna be a remap or not? Both teams remap. Both teams. So both teams actually, well, I mean, it was kind of bad for both, right? Anyway, it is what it is. This map looks really fun. Too bad. Unlucky. Yes. Okay. We're waiting for the next map. I'm not sure if this is gonna be like a remap or a relobby or what's going on, but it looks like we do have the players disconnecting and trying to fix the problem. Let's see. Okay. So they're gonna relobby with the less city states. Looks like too many city states on the map. Okay. Oh, what's with the pings? Okay, there we go. A referee handled this. There we go. Okay, lobby's up. Okay. Okay, so the big question right now is if they do have the remap token refunded because the map was not on the correct choice or on the correct settings. It was 14 city states instead of 12. And right now we're waiting for a referee to actually answer that question. Let's see. In the meantime, relobby with abundant resources. Yes. Wait, abandoned wall wars. This map's really look abandoned, but this map really looked fun. Too bad. I think you wanted to say Beavers. Good evening, sir. And yes, indeed, unlucky. Unlucky. Sue notice if there is a problem. Yes, the perfect thing to do if you do notice a problem in the games is just to message one of the referees and let them handle this. Now we're still gonna need to wait for your answer. By the way, Ashwin, I'm gonna actually take a look a little bit more. I would say I'm gonna try to remember what wonders I'm gonna see on the map and actually try to spot them, because usually if they're not gonna be like really adjacent to the civilization, I don't always talk about them. But anyway, this time around it's gonna be quite a challenge to actually spot them through the images that are coming out from the restream over here, and we're gonna need to see if we actually get to catch all 5. Abundant world wonders. Oh, I see. Abundant wonders. I mean, Battlecruiser is up to something. Imagine everybody getting some form of a wonder over there, and then everybody's gonna start complaining. Oh no, but I got Uluru. This guy had Roraima. What is this? This man, what is this spawn? Very bad, very bad. You know, and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure we would have that discussion. Then you think, oh, good, a number in my head. How are you doing, sir? And welcome. Let me take a look, another look on Discord over here to see what's going on. Okay. It is quite a discussion going on over here, waiting to see what's the result of it. If they're gonna get that remap token or not. I still want an FFA with all huts, give settler and with the barbarian mode and no CS. Oh my god, can you imagine? Like, that's gonna be the great hunt for the huts, so you can actually get free settlers from everybody. You don't even need to wait. You don't even need to build settlers. No, you just build scouts in that game, right, Rafifi? You just build scouts and send them everywhere, and then whenever you get a hut, you're like, oh, send it back right now. You know, you can build a city. It is that way. You're gonna find a river, no problem. We're gonna send you people to meet you there, and it's gonna be done. Okay, it's gonna be perfectly done. Depends on the number of huts. You can get even that mod, right? The configurable goodie huts, and you put it like, woo, 5 times. You spawn next to you 10 huts. Oh, imagine that. No? Or wait, do you want to play the hardcore mode? No problem. 0.25 huts. And in before you're going to complain that the AI has way too many cities. Doesn't that kind of free-for-all benefit Cree? Yeah? Yeah, anybody that has a fast scout. A Macedon would like this mod. Yes, Macedon would be extremely happy. Ooh, free units. Yes, free cities. Let's go. Okay, looks like the decision is out. There's, I gotta say, there was quite a bit of a riot over here yesterday, set up by, who was it, Regnier, I believe, or who was it, in the CWC main chat. They were talking about somebody not unstacking and the stacking rule and so on and so forth. Nothing really happened over there, but it was quite a serious discussion about what could have happened and what would have happened and how that actually happened. Yeah, I mean, you know, all good. Let's actually see it going. And I gotta say, the last few days I was watching with very curious eyes what's going on between the two major games in the FPS genre. I guess you have seen me multiple times play Escape from Tarkov. Recently there was a competitor to Escape from Tarkov that just got released, Arena Breakout Infinite, which initially was kind of a mobile game, like on phone, a shooter on phone, which is kind of weird. But anyway, it looks like it did have a lot of following, you know, a lot of players playing it. And they made standalone version on PC, which I managed to get the beta key on, and it is actually incredible. I get to actually see UE4, Unreal Engine 4, put to the test, comparing it to the same mechanics of Escape from Tarkov, which I gotta say, man, right now Unreal Engine 4 is like here, and then Unity, that's Escape from Tarkov made, it's like here. It's that big of a difference, and I can't even imagine what kind of games are going to come out in the next period, seeing what kind of technologies they're implementing in Unreal Engine 5. For the 5.4 version, I believe, was out a few weeks ago, which will, my god, just seriously increase the tool belt, the tools that every game creator will actually have for any type of project they're gonna work on. We're still waiting for the lobby to get up. What's going on with the lobby? Okay. This, okay. Maybe Sue is AFK or something. No, actually there was no lobby shared. But wait, there was the lobby shared. Or at least I think it was. Give me a second. Yeah, this is it. There we go. Civ7 21 24 years later. Yeah, real hats for masked mans. Yeah, you need to have them, man. Civ7 on engine 5. Wait, I believe actually Civ has its standalone engine, right? I believe so. Don't they have, like, or are they using, what is it? Give me a second. The Civilization 6 engine. Let's see. What does it say? Does it actually, what engine does Civ5 use? No. Civilization 6, hello? What does Civ6 run on? No, this is totally something else, like platforms and stuff like that. Game engine, Civilization wiki. Oh, this side uses cookies. I mean, I like cookies in real life. I don't know if I like cookies from the internet. They're kind of not, you know, they're not the same taste. Not the same taste. I don't see the answer. I don't see an easy answer. What? Not even the wiki doesn't give me an answer. What engine are they using? I saw something like Havoc, but I think Havoc is something else. Havoc, oh, Havoc is an engine. Okay, never mind. Havoc. They're using Havoc. Award-winning, battle-tested, and scalable. Havoc physics is the gold standard for game developers when it comes to real-time collision detection and dynamic. But that doesn't mean it's actually an engine. But anyway, I guess we're gonna see. It provides a physics engine component. I see. Okay, it isn't a component of an engine. Okay, so we still don't know exactly what engine. It must be, you know, it must be from their own cooking. One of their own. Havoc is only for physics. It's a part of an engine. For example, Half-Life 2. Thank you. Exactly. That's exactly what I was getting to. Right. I think that's exactly what I read. But the big question still remains, Machiavelli. Do you know in what engine Civ6 is made in? Because I was like, the discussion started from the big difference between the two games, like Arena Breakout Infinite and on the other side, Escape from Tarkov, one made in Unity with quite a long-standing tradition of I was sticking to Unity, and the other one in UE4 that just came out. Havoc is only for, okay. That's wild. They really don't talk about what engine it runs on. Yeah, there's nothing there. Does it matter what it's called? Act is the same engine as Civ5. Oh my god, it's the same engine of Civ5. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure the next one, like Civ7, will probably not be built on a Civ5 engine. Just saying, they probably need to get this done by scratch, from scratch, because, you know, new technologies and so on, like the CPUs now, the GPUs actually use a lot more stuff, and I'm pretty sure the previous engines weren't really made to take advantage of all of the new juicy stuff. Civ7 is just colorful PowerPoint. Oh, beautiful, colorful. I mean, you know, if you can actually package it properly, it is what it is. It's like, wait, Dunkin' Donuts, right, used to do this. They actually give you a little bit like a spicier, pricey donut, but it's just a donut. So you basically, pay the package. It is what it is, no? How many remaps so far? There was one remap from FDLV. I don't know exactly what happened over here in the chat, because I did notice a bit of a discrepancy. I think there still is a remap token that's going to be on Little Company, if I'm not mistaken. Because no, sorry, no remaps. Both of them remap. This is it. Both remap. Yes, both remap. Sorry, it just popped into my brain that both remap over there. It took a while. Haha, no, listen, Bethesda uses Game Braille for 25 years already. Why won't others do the same? And Call of Duty uses Quake 2 engine, which is 30 years old for all their games since the first one. But I mean, that might be exactly why they actually don't do better. That might be why they don't do better. Anyway, let's see what's going on over here, because I don't know if you saw Bethesda, but it's kind of like, it's getting there. It's getting exactly to that moment. Anyway, let me actually come back to this. Do I need to change anything here? Yes, I do need to actually finish up the predictions that we started running for how many remaps. It's gonna be one. Both of them use the remap token, so it's in the end only one remap was used. They will need to play this out, whatever happens. I'm reading an interview from some German PC magazine, and they say a custom engine for Civ6. Very nice. I like custom. Very much. And it looks like it works. If it works, it works. Very nice. Let's actually see if things are going to improve in the next one. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to hear at some point about this. Also, those remaps didn't get refunded because of the wrong map settings, because the city states extra numbers do not actually change the map generation. The map is just going to be the same, and the city states don't actually affect even the placements of the civilizations. It's first the civilizations are being placed, or actually, even if civilizations are getting placed close to city states, the city states get deleted, not the civilizations. The civilizations do, if I remember correctly, in BBM and also in BBS before, to have priority when it comes to the placement, and city states just don't have any kind of impact on this. So it was kind of their mistake there. I mean, also that Torres, we do have Matterhorn. So we had Torres and Matterhorn. That's two wonders, Ashwin. Torres and Matterhorn. Let's see if we're actually going to have Nader Shah here managing to do some damage with Matterhorn. He does have to the west side actually an ally. This is Ozymandias on the coast, and he's going to have the trade routes to his ally over here. Okay, London is going to be here, and it looks like that's going to be the first war we're going to take a look at. Nader Shah or no, Nader Shah does have the opportunity to not go on the coast, so that's not a war. Oh, come on, man. Anyway, there's going to be Persia on the other side. That's going to be an ally of Elizabeth. We got Kublai there. Kublai to the north of Dido. Dido in his own seas. That's not really warlike. Cleopatra is in the south of the map, and it looks like Norway is also going to be far south of Persia. And that's Cyrus Persia. That's going to allow them to actually trade with each other. But other than that, we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to do the damage against Cleopatra. Norway is very close to Cleopatra. We might see Cleopatra choose to go for a religion. You never know. Some players do prefer to go for that face generation, and especially you've seen yesterday how divine inspiration plus secret places actually works. It works pretty good. It works pretty good, and especially for a nation like Cleopatra focused on commercials and everything. That Torres is booming. Yeah, Gobustan, we got Gobustan, and we got a Tsingy over here. 4 wonders. Ding, 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 ding. We got 4 wonders today. Okay. Let's see what the 5th one is gonna be like. I think we do have 5 of them, right? Available on the standard map for 8 players. Okay. So did I put? I did put that. It's everything fine there. Also, it seems to me that this map has a lot of water. And the robo somos bienvenido. And yes, it does have a lot of wonder. No, a lot of water. Very beautiful banana below Masha. Check out, then you can see. I wonder if he can survive. That's a very good question. I do notice in Rakedes territory we do have a lot of these quarries that he could improve, and Sue was pointing out about the fresh water, the floodplains and the marshes that are gonna get bonuses from Lady of the Reeds. Looks like also in the north, London, I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to settle at least 2 cities around Torres del Paine, if not even 3 cities that could get those points from it. We do have him also with a settle to the southwest, and of course another 2 or 3 settles to the east side on that island, but he does need to get there with boats, and that's a bit unfortunate. Shipbuilding is gonna be the way. We got also Beijing, that's gonna be to the southeast of Barsake, and yes, I do see there's a one-tile choke between them. I would imagine they're not really gonna be that incentivized to create canals over here if they don't really need to go against anybody. Like right now, Kublai Khan China could go against Dido on land without any kind of fear of repercussion, right? He just needs to stay away from the coast. The problem is he does have quite a lot of coast, and it's not like he's gonna be that happy settling cities non-fresh water with the little housing they have. We do need to see how Tyre is also gonna wanna settle his cities left or right. Right, he's gonna have Ozymandias on the same seas. That's gonna be protective. On the left side, Tyre is gonna have some city states to take out. For example, Armagh, which is quite an easy city state for him and a pretty good one to use. Over there, he does have reef towns. He does have some turtles to improve. Not bad. Can we have a bet? Right now? You want to have a bet right now? Right now? Are we going for the bet? Okay, let's go for the bet. Ending the poll over here on YouTube, and we gotta see if the 3rd miracle is gonna happen. We're gonna talk about it in just a few minutes here. Let me finish up and put up the prediction on Twitch. For who will win. On one side we're gonna have the brothers Freritos de la Vega, and on the other side we do have Lethal Company. Summation period, I'm going to put it for 15 minutes. Of course, on Twitch, with the points that you do acquire by watching the stream, you get the chance of winning more points if you correctly predict the outcome of the question over here. Who will win? Is it going to be Freritos de la Vega, or is it going to be Lethal Company? You get the information right now on the stream about their position on the map. You're also seeing their early move, their early choices. We're going to need to take a look what's going to happen here. And oh my God, you know, like it took some time, but I actually got to find out what happened in the chess sphere like 2 or 3 years ago? Have you guys seen that a massive cheating scandal on chess.com that even right now we don't actually know how it actually ended and what did happen, who cheated where? Like in person or not, or somebody over there got extremely annoyed he got beat at the game. Was it Magnus? Was it him, Magnus? Oh my god, man. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Coming back to this kind of a chess game, we do have the Civilization 6 game between Little Company and FDLV. Looking at the map here, we do have Dido managing to get next to Beijing and seeing his settler, well, he didn't actually see his settler move out of the city center, but I do see him moving towards the northwest. Well, a forest fire started improving with extra fertility. Those tiles, 2-4 tiles for him to use from the beginning is going to be something that I'm pretty sure he's going to like. Tirits over here is going to be very happy. We do not see him discovering that he has Dido to the south. We will have a bit of a rugged awakening over there when that warrior is going to just, hello, out of the forest next to him. You know, his name is Dido. Our series is that way. We're all friendly over here until you actually get too close to us. Then we're gonna take your series. Okay, no problem. I mean, we know it is what it is. I'm just a scout. I'm just the messenger over here. Don't actually take it personally. And then he walks off. And then of course all of the cities that in Kublai Khan China cities are like, what did just happen over there? He was talking about a what and a what over there and what is that a trade? Is that a farm? Did he actually build like a stable there? What's going on? What did he talk about? Who's that? In what language? You know, who has a chance to find Auckland? Did we have Auckland? Where is Auckland? You say Auckland. Auckland is east. I see only a single industrial city, no, 2 industrial city states. One is in the northwestern tundra, and another one is on the east over here in the industrial corner. Top left, that's where. So only England will have a chance. Both Englands, maybe neither, but I don't think so, because I think England will have a boat that's going to scout out that north through the tundra, and he will have a chance to meet those units. Yeah. Okay, it looks like Kublai Khan China's citizens did actually take this warning correctly, and it looks like he will settle that city of Guangzhou to the northwest and get the extra production from those tiles, and at the same time started to build up quite a few slingers so he can protect those campuses coming out. I do want to start up the third America in the making. Let's actually see. Can it happen a third time? Can it happen a third time? Good morning, Balbi. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Watching from the Philippines. Hello. Oh my God. Wait, isn't it like hot right now over there? It's amazing, right? We're kind of in the rainy season in Romania, but I would imagine in the Philippines you got like amazing energy, so amazing sunshine. I watched the Barsake video from with Ottoman Welsh. Yes, amazing. Barsake is amazing over there. I was so proud to see some more content creators were actually getting into the community and started actually dipping their toes and their hands in what could be done within the multiplayer community. We go around 45 Celsius here, so it's really not fun. Oh my God, you're actually all the way 45. Oh my God, we're basically trembling at like 40. I can't even imagine 45. Like when. Ooh, that's big, man. Okay, let's get the miracle going. We're starting the miracle. YouTube, it's you I'm asking. Are we starting the miracle? Let's see. Can we get to 50 likes? There we go. This is the trend, right? Let's actually see, and we're going to need to see if we keep on going. We go to 75 next. Let's see. Yes, on one side. No, of course, if you do like the content, I do hope you're also gonna show it like over there on YouTube. It does help me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and I do hope you're gonna enjoy the show with me tonight. Also, let me actually take a look. Yeah, coming back to the game here, we do have the second city of Cleopatra moving to the west side. I do see he's getting another settler out from the city of his capital, Rakedet. He's coming out in 4 turns. He didn't choose to go to the north for those so many march tiles there and the extra food. He wanted to go for a bit more balanced approach on the west side with amenity settle on the salt and also getting quite a few tutus, chops, mountains around it. That will slow down his food acquirement. I don't think he cares that much. He She wants to get those monuments out. I do want to put up also the chats in order here. It looks like I actually closed down one of the chats, which I'm very sad I actually needed to do that, and I'm sorry. That would mean, oh, I'm so clicking another button over here so we can actually get this going. Tell every project to project carbon recapture to help us reduce heat. Yes, we need to do it. Okay, let's see. We got this going and we got this going. Okay, and do you know if there is anywhere I can watch a Hush versus GBL replay? Did somebody stream that? I think Suvorov wanted to stream it but didn't show up, and I don't think we had a streamer for it. Give me a second. Let me see if I can actually find it on this. GBL. Click. There we go. I found it. Who was it? English. Flying Toilet. Flying Toilet streamed it. A Flying Toilet streamed it. It should be from yesterday. Yes, I found it. I can actually send it to you right now. I found it. There we go. I found it for you. There we go. Elephant has GPL spot. You can look there. Thank you so much, Migman, for pointing out. Yeah, also Elephant Guide. There we go. And I think there was another one. You can definitely take a look at the pages that I make for the CWC each game, and you're gonna see the creators. You can actually look back at their history either on their YouTube or their Twitch, and you can find out the games. I would wish, and I'm sorry for taking another minute to speak about this, I would wish I could actually get the history going for every game that has been casted, linked to the proper gaming web page that I do for each of them. But unfortunately, we don't really have a working database, and synchronizing like multiple creators from to give us all of the information did not work initially. Maybe if we keep growing, and maybe if the community also, like the viewership, the total viewership that we can actually attract and deliver the content to would actually grow a little bit bigger, we're probably gonna have a little bit more stress here, and we will need to start putting out an archive. This is me hoping. This is me being an optimist. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. We do have the city of Parsa being placed to the southeast of Persia, and I do notice Barsa Keder with his 4 science and 2 culture is gonna need to get a lot more. We do have him getting his trade routes going, and already we do have a few shots being fired between Dido and Kublai Khan to the north. And we do have also Sprig on the left side that is probably pondering getting a city on the east and starting to pump out some of those magical boats of his. The Viking log ships are definitely gonna be a challenge for anybody taking them on. We do have him also settling quite close to the city of Armagh, which is you can imagine he's going to be quite happy to benefit from, since he will start off with holy sites, or at least usually Norway does start off with holy sites. Let me take a look over here. Do I see? It feels like I'm not hearing actually the sounds in the game. Anyway, Rakitic has started off on his Temenanki. He did choose to build his settler first, and it looks like he's moving to the north. We do have also monuments coming around over there from his other cities to get the extra culture going. We do have a third city actually from China. This one, Changsha to the south, was placed as grabbing continent kind of, or grabbing land kind of one, so he could actually take a look, take easier stab at Dido later on. We're going to need to see also if Nidaros is going to want to start moving to the east side. Right now he actually he did put up his first holy site that's going to be a +4 next to the city of Nidaros, and his other city, his city on the water, will actually be to the west. He could put a connection, that's probably what is being talked over here. He could put a connection city in that one tile choke, the cattle tile, and get the boats out from Nidaros's waters to the west. That would connect him to the Elizabeth waters, but that's his ally, so it wouldn't really affect the game that much, him being in those seas. We do need him actually to go against Dido on the eastern seas, and he does know about the position of Dido, but he doesn't know exactly how the land wraps around, how the land actually is being displayed over there between them. We got most of the players going for currency or celestial navigation, depending on how they're gonna go. But the majority of them is, of course, celestial navigation, because they do want to get as quickly as possible those half-coast harbors out. We do have Dido with the Cothons, Ozymandias with the Royal Navy dockyards. We got Sprig, yes, sure, half cost holy sites and then full cost harbors, but it is what it is, right? You gotta get that faith going. Nemesis, good evening, sir, and welcome. I do have to say Sprague is going to have much powerful harbors because of the extra adjacency that the holy sites give him. So the extra weight is kind of worth it. We do need to see also how Pompey is going to get to use his extra trade routes. He doesn't have a lot of land on his own island, but it's still going to be enough for at least 4 cities, for very good cities. And then he's going to need to go against somebody else. We got some pantheons being chosen, and it looks like we do have Su trying to go, and there we go, take a look at it. Lady of the Region Marshes on Kublai Khan, China. He took it away from Cleopatra. Not going to allow Cleopatra over here to get his extra production from all of those marshes, all of those floodplains. In the meantime, Kublai Khan, China is going to get his own good territory over there to improve, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be quite happy from the extra production points. Rakedet is still going to go for it. Temenakis 4 turns to finish. We do have him still getting that stone circles. He's going to get the extra production from all of these quarries. The first thing that I did notice when I did watch the spawn of Rakedet was how many stones he has. And we do have outside over here with already 26 production, but I do have to say on the other side, Tirit's 29, we got Pompey on 33, and in contrast to Kazandar's 19, Barsak is 20, and Roy's 19. Now we do have Nader Shah also sending a settler toward the west side. That's going to be in front of Ozymandias. They are friends. It's not going to be a problem. They just need to set up their connections and properly do their districts over there in the cities they do want to trade to. We do have also decent amount of population in most of these cities. Even if they're coastal, they're still benefiting from the extra food and also housing from the fishing boats improved. Not to mention, we did see quite a few bananas all over that coast. And we got some Phoenician Birim starting to scout out what's going on here. He's going to find out about Armagh, and he's also going to find out, probably he's going to see the border of Sprague, border of Norway. Now, it doesn't look like Norway actually has a plan to do anything against Phoenicia on the seas. If he would have had a plan, or at least an early plan with the longships and so on, I'm pretty sure he would have sent a settler there much faster. He did choose to play this a little bit slower. He did choose to not take on the challenge of getting the first attacks against his opponent, and I gotta say, I can't really say it's a bad decision or a good decision. We do need to see how he's gonna get to fare and develop his empire here, but usually Norway is not really the civilization that you want to go against your opponent with caravels, and if you do want to go against him with long chips, unfortunately it drains your empire a lot, so you might end up just derailing yourself because you wanted to do it. Monkey Wazaru, hello there, sir, and welcome. It's a very tricky, and I'm not saying it's impossible. You might actually have enough faith generation from the holy site adjacency plus everything else, or resources around you to get the extra faith from when you improve them with the safe churches and so on, that could actually carry you through the mid game and give you the opportunity to maybe get that one extra settler out, one extra builder out, and so on and so forth. Now, which would definitely matter. Now, will it matter in this particular scenario when we do have Kublai Khan, China to the north, already starting to be quite aggressive to Dido, putting Sydney right in the face of Dido, and also starting to take some shots at his units. Monkey Wazaru, hello there, and welcome. I did say that. Only 250,000? Wait, whoa. Only 250,000? Oh my god, somebody just dropped on Freritos de la Vega 500,000. Where is little company fans? Come on, put the points in. Now is the moment. You need to represent over here the team. This is why it's going, right? This is the big answer. Is it gonna be Freritos de la Vega, or is it gonna be little company? Come on, let's see those points. You see how many points you can actually take away from the viewers that actually voted from Freritos de la Vega. 550,000 points. That's a lot of numbers, man. A lot of numbers. Multiple zeros. Yeah, I also want all in with my meager 70,000 points. There we go. Migman just dropping another 7. There we go. You keep saying little company. Lethal. No, I don't. Oh my god. You really, that's what you hear? Lethal company? Lethal. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not fully pronouncing it as how it should be. And yes, thank you for correcting me. But it won't let me do. It won't let you do more. That's unfortunate. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Okay, let me put back the chats in order over here, and also take a look at what's going on in the game, because we're starting to have quite a bit of excitement. Why teams lately prefer Primordial? I think they want to test themselves. They want to test their brains. I think that's the reason. They want to test their big brains. Who do you think the best Civ player individually? Give at least top 3. That's very hard to do, Balbi. That's very hard to do. Very hard to do. Oh my god. Like on the top of my head, it's probably gonna be, and I don't know in which order. I honestly don't know in which order, but I can't really give a top 3. It's like top 5 or even like top 10, and I still think of players that would be like very, 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 very good over there. Players that have come and went through our community during the years. If you're talking only about this moment, it's probably gonna be, let's see, we got in this game. No. I would say Tirits is probably from this game. Tirits and Barsake are probably a little bit, like a little bit over there, over the top when it comes to their game styles and their results. But then I find immediately in my mind so many reasons to call out everybody else for being very good at the game. Like Sprig, amazing Simon Rome. We had Pompey, very good words on the seas. We had Ozymandias also doing very well in the Civ6 community. We have seen Kazandar also. So again, so many other reasons. It's very hard for me to actually say a top 3. But I gotta say, from the most of the games that I've seen, it seems in my mind, Tirits and Barsake are a little bit over there. Maybe I've seen him multiple times in the position to actually be disruptive in the game, which is something that is kind of designed by the game, not really designed by the players themselves. Muzra, thank you so much for the 100 biddies, 750,000 bet pool, and it's just the second week of the CWC. Exactly, we keep on going. Let's get the hype going. Also, hello there, Papas. Good evening, sir. I do hope we're gonna have quite how to say, successful and uneventful at the same time season. We did start off with a few games that were extremely explosive in the first week, and now in the second week it just looks like it keeps on going. We're gonna need to take a look how the players meta is gonna evolve, especially since I would say it didn't really take that much time for BBG to be out before this CWC, so I think the meta is still cooking. You know what I mean? The meta is still developing over there. Victor, I wagered 250,000 imaginary YouTube points on Freritos de la Vega. Oh my god. And Cisco, I think this man, Victor, just equaled you, just tied you. Man, he just put 250,000 points on this, man. Oh my god. Anyway, we do need to see what the other pantheons are gonna be like here. It looks like Su is looking for them, and we're gonna see them in just a few moments. There we go. Let's see. God of War and Plunder on Elizabeth the First, Konge, Earth Goddess, God of the Sea on Victoria, Age of Empire. We did have Cyrus also picking up religious settlements, fertility rights on Nader Shah, and Dido. I did not catch what he did, but anyway, we're probably gonna see it displayed over there. Maybe Goddess of Tides might be a possibility. We got Nader Shah to take a look at here already with his commercials. He's gonna start opening up a lot of merchant points, and I'm pretty sure that he won't have that much competition in the game versus admirals. You've seen how many players did open up with their harbors to get the lighthouses in and get those extra trade routes. He's a small fish in a Cisco pound. I mean, it seems like, I don't know, man, Twitch over there just slowing you down. It's not letting you put more. Oh my god, imagine putting a high limit on the points here. Gelukshan also, whoa, another primordial. Yes indeed, we did have one. Oh, okay. So, what do we have here? We got settlers coming around from everybody. Doesn't seem like we're gonna have any contacts between the civilizations here at the beginning. Nobody's building, or at least we didn't really see Kublai Khan, China, or Daido building their horses. Maybe they will. At the moment, looks like Daido is gonna be busy taking out Armagh, which was a city that I was thinking Sprig might also want. Sprig did want to get the Sahara bonuses there, and getting those extra science points, the production points, and the faith points on those tiles is pretty good. We do need to see Tromso also holy side. That's a +3. That's a +3 holy side, right? It should be a +3. One from the 2 from the Wonder and 1 from the seas over there, so he gets the +3. A lot of iron also on the left side of the screen. We do have Sprig with 13 science already, 10 culture. He's on 36 faith and also 30 production. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go into this golden age with a very, very strong monumentality bonus. We do have him with already getting quite a few points. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like a few, like 300, 400 points easily. Everyone is getting golden. I think so, Fortuna Belli. I think so. Battlecruiser also saying one. Whoa, it can be very tricky. Canal City east of Nidaros. Canal City east of Nidaros. Canal City east of Nidaros. Which one? You mean this one on the no, he can't. Oh, can he? Can you canal so long? You can, right? With that, what's it called? The big canal. There's a name for it. Panama Canal. There we go. Panama Canal on the lake. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I think so. But I mean, that's gonna be a way bigger project that he wants to do, right? And it's quite later on in the game. I'm not that convinced he's gonna want to do that. We're gonna need to see what kind of results Kublai Khan aggression is gonna have on Daido, and I'm pretty sure they're still waiting to take a look how their opponents are gonna fare here, how they're gonna open up, what kind of what kind of options are they gonna go for. We do have to take a look on everybody here slowly. 4 cities for Victoria. We still don't know the continent split of Victoria. I don't see geothermal, so I assume it's not really gonna have multiple continents, so no extra trade route unless the those islands on the west side is gonna give him another continent. Armagh, a 4th city of Daido. You do see Daido getting his 5th one already from his capital city. And usually this is a bit surprising because Daido does want to prefer to go for a Gavron Plaza quickly. He wants to get those ancestral hold settlers, and it takes time to actually build that up, but I gotta say he did take the chance of getting 5th city, and that might actually help him survive against Kublai Khan, giving him a much bigger base to fend off attacks. We do have also England starting to get his free boats out from his northern Navy dockyards. He started scouting around his territory here, and yes, Ozymandias is figuring out to the north. Auckland might be there, but it looks like he's gonna get the hut, he's gonna see the hut, he's gonna smell it, but he's not really gonna smell Auckland, or at least not yet. Maybe some Aucklandian food is actually gonna traverse his nostrils, and it's gonna be like, hello, that way, cities, that way. You know, you never know. It's like in dogs or in wolves, you know, they're sniffing all over the place, and they're like, oh my god, yes, it's that way. We found the tracker, the special tracker. Nose 2000. Nitro, hello there, sir. Good evening. I think it would be Throne of Daido in this game, sadly. You think Wallow's Throne is going to be on Daido? It might be. It might be. I mean, he's going to need a lot of firepower here to handle China. Already did its 10 science and 18 culture. We do have Kazandar on 10 and 8. And I do see him getting his Gavron Plaza from Utica, not the capital. He's actually building it in Utica. Isn't that going to mean he's going to want to get a campus or a encampment from Tyre? That's kind of seems to me the plan here. It's either a campus or an encampment there. In Utica, he could get a very good campus. That's a +4 on the 1-3 that Sue is just pointing it out. And I do notice he did get... No, he didn't actually. Okay. He did get a boat out on the east side to start scouting around what's going on. We're going to see when they will couple their economies, how they're going to start faring with the gold. But I'm pretty sure there shouldn't be that big of an issue here. They do seem to have multiple connections between each other to do this. It does also seem like Cleopatra is going to put quite a bit of importance on holding the choke on the east side. He's going to want to stop any kind of aggression from Norway, while we do have some Norwegian battle longships managing to get to Nederland's territory. Well, they're just there to scout, you know. He just wants to see what's going on over there. It doesn't seem like he's going to have enough distance from the longships to the coast, so he could actually pillage tiles. Those are 2 tiles out from the coast. We do have also some archers starting to move to the south. 2 scouts from Phoenicia might actually die next turn if they're not careful enough to move away from there. We do have Changsha with Magnus establishing in there, and I would assume, okay, yeah, I would assume China is not actually gonna go commercial, full on encampments first. He's probably gonna want to chop some horses, isn't he? I mean, shouldn't this be the plan? Just get Magnus in there, get a builder, chop 3 horses, and then take down your opponent? No? No? Just be direct, you know? It is what it is. Yeah, you see my city is over here in front of your city. You gotta expect horses. What am I gonna do, no? Scary early stats from Freritos de la Vega. We do have China, yes, again, 52 production. Second time in a row, we do have China over here shining in the opening of the games. We do have also the archers starting to move forward, and I do see he's preparing builders in the city of Changsha. It does seem like Warlord's Throne is going to come out in Beijing, and it does seem like also Kazanda did manage to get a few more science points and culture points. He's on 14 and 14. That's not bad, actually. Minus in the capital, Moksha in Utica. Wait, I don't understand this. I'm a bit surprised about this. So first of all, Utica is a second city, which I understand if you wanna use your district slot or the production that you get from the palace in for another district like a campus or an encampment. Sure, you're free to do that, but at the same time, if you're working on internals, you're 100% gonna want Magnus in the city with the Gavron Plaza. There's no other way. Is there another way? Chat over here. Is there another way? Also, Balbi, I cannot check any specific information about the players. I'm not actually in the game right now. We're watching Sue's perspective. He's restreaming for me the content from the game, and he's talking over it in Russian while I'm talking over it in English. We do have also Malm streaming in French, but he's in the game actually. I did ask him to restream also, but I think he went and I would say he's commenting with somebody else over there, like a co-caster. Maybe Magnus only for chops. I think Magnus might be for chops, but look at that. He's putting down an encampment, which definitely makes sense. And I do see he does have one of those builders out. Let's actually see if he's going to manage to chop this out quickly, because I gotta say, he doesn't have horses yet. He doesn't even have animal husbandry yet. And we do have horses coming up from Changsha, which are going to get chopped extremely quickly. Tirits just needs to get mining. Guys, he didn't get mining. Hatman, good evening, sir, and welcome. How are you doing, sir? No, I gotta say, man, this is so funny. We do have this is the slowdown. This is why Tirits cannot actually chop, right? He needs mining. He did manage to get it in the meantime, and he's one-turning bronze working anyway. Can you imagine? He has so many science points right now. He's not even caring about bronze working anymore. He's just getting everything he wants. While Kazandar is gonna need to get animal husbandry. This poses a serious question. Can he withstand the power of his opponent? Because he did open up with bronze working, that means he will get the access to spearmen, which is a pretty strong unit when it comes to holding horses. But unfortunately, it is quite, how should I put it, ineffective against archers. If archers are going to come out against them and right behind those horses, that's probably going to be what's going to take them down. And we do need to see, of course, if we're going to have Tirits over there managing to get a district out and a general in the meantime. I'm pretty sure we're going to need to see if Dido is going to keep that forward city or not. He did take a chance getting the 4th city, or I should say the 5th city, because he did get the Byrims on the coast over there on the west to take Armagh. And now he will find the answer if that was worth it or not. Legilementos, good evening, sir, and welcome. Hello. I think it will be Magnus 2nd, Moksha 2nd, Victor 3rd for Dido. It might be. Yes. getting that culture, getting that production and the growth in the city, and then Victor 3 for Dido for getting those extra experience points. Yep, the extra promotions. Oh my god, man. Ooh. Wait, what's going on? Oh no. Oh my. Well, it is what it is. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, getting pinged over here is quite sometimes it takes a little bit of attention. I'm gonna put it on mute. Okay, let's see, what do we have? Shipbuilding for Ozymandias. We do have Tiris getting masonry. On the other side, Kazandar getting archery. He's also going through this a little bit faster, and yes, he did manage to get in production 1 spearman in 2 turns, but in the meantime the horses are coming in, and it looks like they will get to start taking down those warriors immediately. Now, we do have them also, unfortunately, needing to take down Bidim defended cities, which are extremely strong. Unfortunately for him, the Bidims do push these cities to 37 defense. That's a little bit more than the horse actually has base. We do have also the encampment training project coming up from Changsha in 3 turns, while I'm pretty sure Dido is going to want to do the same. First of all, Dido did upgrade his first swordsman, so he at least he's going to have that technology to use. That's going to be a classical unit that's going to help him defend a little bit easier his opponent's moves. So now more horses are going to come out from China. I do have to say China will also have the crouching tiger, which is going to be amazing, but he does need to wait for it. At the same time, so many chops in China's territory. You do see how many chops he has. Like all of that land to the north is probably going to transform into horses for him. Instant food and production in his cities. Now, what religion did Norway get? We don't know yet. We don't know. Maybe battle cruiser over here might actually give us an insight. What religion did Norway get? And nobody going for alliances with Kazandar. Yeah, as ancestral Vigi. Well. Coral and pilgrimage. Migman is saying, thank you so much, sir. Coral and pilgrimage. So he's getting the extra culture from his shrines and temples, and he's getting the extra faith from his converted cities to his religion. Okay, so he's also gonna have Kublai to convert, probably Persia to convert to the north. So that's a decent amount of faith generation going. Yeah. Okay, so project coming around from Tyre. I do see a builder there, but I'm not sure how many chops, and it looks like that swordsman is not gonna live forever in the city of LPQI, but we do have another warrior readied up to pick up the sword instead of him, and of course you do see that swordsman did replace and took the tile that the swordsman died on. Well, I guess we're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to actually go through these cities. He did manage to put another horse in production from Changsha, and I do see Beijing still keeps on building one with multiple builders. There we go. He's starting to chop them and send them as quickly as possible to the front line. I do not see if he has, but I would really love to see if he has promotions on these horses. We do have the general already coming out from Changsha. Again, very important to get the extra +5 over his opponent so quickly. We do have in the general screen Phoenicia barely on 2 points out of 30. He did not manage to recruit nor get enough points to get close to recruiting one of those generals. He's going to need quite a few more turns or chops, and of course that builder in Tyre, that's probably exactly why he's there. Now we do have a Quadrim that is also going to help out Dido defend himself. As you can see, those sailors are going to go into the city of LPQI and going to try to shoot these horses out of the land. At the same time, I gotta say the horses were like, oh, you take my brother, no problem. I take princess from a trade route. It's all good. It's all good. Right now, gold is ours. Yeah, it is what it is, man. He did it. Yeah, I mean, you know, quid pro quo. We do have to take a look what's gonna happen with the golden ages starting to activate here. I'm pretty sure Norway is gonna get to benefit as much as possible from the monumentality, and I gotta say he did actually take the chance of putting his city on the east side. This is a commitment. We do have Magnus establishing in Tromsø. There is a possibility for him to get a canal out in Tromsø's east side between the lake and I should say, on that desert tile on the east. He is gonna get the Viking longships to start to do the damage and the pillages against these rims, but some of them do have promotions. These are plus 7 promoted rims. Not easy to take care of, not easy. But if there's gonna be a unit, there's gonna be the Viking longships that's gonna have that health. We do have them with the ability to heal, right? They do still have the ability to heal in ocean waters, which I gotta say, it really doesn't make sense, but yeah, it is what it is. Can you imagine healing your boat with like 20-foot waves or 30-foot waves? Oh my god. Like, what? Can you imagine like trying to hit a nail on a boat that's moving? Imagine this. Imagine trying to do this when something is moving like this. Yeah, I don't know if that's possible, man. That, I think a lot of broken fingers are gonna happen there. Oh my god. I guess this comes down to a joke like that. How many sailors does it take to nail a plank in ocean tiles? Huh? Or is it how many fingers? They just materialize the nails and the wood from the ocean water. Exactly, Urek. I mean, they must have found the secret to something magical over there that we're not aware of. I think they can only heal on coastal tiles. Circassian is making a comment over here. Are they? If that's true, that definitely makes a lot more sense. Circassian, thank you. There we go. There we go. We got Circassians telling us. I don't remember exactly, and of course I can't really check the game right now. But that would be valuable information. Can they heal on coastal or ocean waters? But anyway, I think we got our fun with the little skit. Yeah. Anyway, now we do have Armag starting to get those items in the water. That also will slow down his development of the city center. I'm sure he would have wanted to get the campus there, and of course help Armag get to the 4th population. We do have Tyre, also Byblos in the south being exposed, and as you can see, China is putting more pressure on the city of LPQI, but isn't really keeping his units right in its face. It's just on the border, so he could actually keep gathering experience going against his opponent, and of course gathering forces while he's gonna force his opponent to do more military. In the meantime, I'm pretty sure he's clicking on the crouching tigers and waiting for them to pop out, and not to mention allow Norway to do his magic on Armag. I want poor Dido, Norway being Norway. Yeah, I wonder if the guy can actually get berserkers. Might not do much anyway. Well, to be honest, he might do something. I mean, it kind of depends where he's sending them, but if he does manage to keep these waters, imagine the berserkers just following up the boats right after, right? And they're gonna be quite strong here. You know, we do have Roy with 15 science and 18 culture. Does seem like he did go wide on 5 cities already on Nader Shah, but he's still shy of the stats of everybody else. While it does seem like most did choose to go for a Pembrashe and Voice Golden Age, we do have Sprig in his Monumentality Golden Age, benefiting from 17 science, 26 culture, but I don't see his face patterns to actually give you that readout. Ozymandias, 16 science and 32 culture to the west of Nader Shah, just happily simming away and getting more cities probably soon, and I would imagine he's gonna want to go at the Ancestral Hall because that's a lot of land for him to settle. West Coast, South Coast, North Coast, all of those could be his, and I'm pretty sure he's scouting to see if he can actually move military from the one side to the other. He sees the opening in the north, he sees he could have the opportunity to go and help out Dido on his eastern banks, but I don't think he will have success to actually help Dido here in his capital. His capital did get put down on the west side. That's towards Norway. That's on the other side. You can't get in here. There is a possibility for England to do something else. He could get in between Persia and Kublai Khan China. In the northern quarter, you do see over there, there's a bit of open water and some cities from both Norway and Kublai Khan China there. If he gets in there, that might be a problem with a few battleships. But it does look like until nukes, that's not really going to be a viable strategy because you just can't really get any coastal cities from that. They didn't put them in the first place. Yeah, we do... I need to see who's gonna get the admirals if any kind of naval warfare is gonna happen. Elizabeth I is also on the seas over there in the middle of west. Let me actually take a look. Elizabeth 246 cities to the north of Nader Shah, which is not getting coastal cities, to the north of Cleopatra, which is not getting coastal cities, and Elizabeth is able to actually trade with both Persia and Norway at the same time. That's gonna be amazing for him. Both of those connections are gonna be international on the waters. They're going to give him extra points of gold from that. It also seems like Cassandra did manage to jump up significantly when it comes to his culture. He's 15 science and 37 culture. Yes, 300 military strong. He does need to keep up his military in the coast and also on the land, so he keeps away Tirits from his territory. It does seem like he's losing the war on Arbag. That city is gonna get the bite in extra defense in it. It's a 37 defense strength city, and I'm pretty sure these Viking longships will have a significant power attacking problem attacking into it. While I do see he's getting the walls, that will also add more pressure over there for those boats to take it out. We do have Victor establishing, which if the walls go up, he will manage to increase its defense, and of course making it harder for Norway to do anything against it. We're going to need to see if there's going to be some catapult coming around, some multiple quadrims. Is he gonna go for caravels here quickly? What is Sprig's plan of taking over the city of Armagh and also doing the upcoming attack against Dido's city of Tyre? This forces Tyre to deploy more production into the waters to the west side, because he did manage to stabilize the north with the general and of course the swordsman. Now he needs to stabilize the canal in the South China Sea. Escape settler time. Yes, I mean, to be honest, versus yesterday, at least this time around, he actually has a way to escape, right? He can actually get out of that land if he wants to, and Dido will have very fast settlers moving on the seas. Swift and powerful, swift and powerful. We got also Barsake with 20 science and 45 culture. Quite a significant difference between him and Roy, which is right now on 17 and 27. Yes, Roy did manage to get wide. We do have him on 245 cities, while I do notice Persia is going to be, the other Persia is going to be 6 cities, so more cities. And at the same time, Barsake did manage to roll a lot of stats on his side. Imagine Persia, Cyrus will have the benefits of the extra culture on his trade routes. Nader Shah will have the benefits of extra science on his trade routes. So it's a bit surprising about this. Maybe it's the difference between land, but to be honest, it kind of looks like both of them do have like good-ish campuses and places for the cities. Looks like Armagh did lose its biomes altogether here. We do have also some a builder coming around from Armagh to help him chop, and I do notice a new Viking longships are coming out from the north to try to take out the city center. I'm pretty sure that builder should be able to chop the walls before the city goes down to 0. Now we got some horses coming around here from Egypt, and it looks like also in the north we got Norwegian Viking longships actually buzzing around one of the cities of Nader Shah. He actually put a city in the water on the east. I don't know if you saw that. To the northwest of Abydos, there are 2 Viking longships on the coast of Nader Shah, and it kind of looked like there are boats in the water from Nader Shah. That means it's coastal. Oh my god, beautiful. We got a Temple of Artemis here with Pingala getting in there. Wait, is he gonna want to attack the city, whatever happens to the boats? I am pretty sure they're gonna go like extremely low HP if he attacks. That city seems safe. Yeah, Armagh, it does seem safe. Yes, it does seem safe, but I'm not sure how long it will be safe. Okay, Roy going for mathematics, Sprig mathematics, Pompey mathematics. Looks like Tidis is going to discover his celestial navigation, and in the meantime, quite a few of them are going for civil service, so they do get their extra +5 on their units against their opponents from the military alliance. So we do have the builder moving to chop that city, and it didn't look like these Viking longships are interested in actually doing the damage against that city center. Now, while I do see a few archers moving, or one archer moving in there, I do see the pyramids are gonna get chopped in the city with Magnus in the cities of Norway. That's going to be very important. Sprig already is benefiting from quite a bit of faith per turn. You can imagine he can buy out stronger builders with each. Very nice for the same price basically. I do also notice Utica did go for Warlord's Throne in there. It does look like he's going to pump out horses next, and a few more bindings on the west side. He did manage to pump out 4 of them, but again, this actually stresses his resources quite a bit, while it does seem like both Tirits and Sprig are managing to get out of the IRL situation. I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to keep on doing this while they are focused on getting more cities in their empires and getting much bigger than Kazandar. Kazandar will also need to do kind of the same. It's gonna be extremely hard for him, but at least he will have that ability to get more production from his coastlands into those settlers, no? And I'm also certain Tirits will 100% want the promotions on these archers if he keeps on pushing, or I should say just staying there. Just he needs to stay there, not push, just stay there. And we're gonna have units just standing in line waiting to be shot by those archers. He's gonna have very strong crouching tigers, which in turn are probably gonna be a bit too much for Kazandar to handle, unless he's gonna get his own very strong units, like, I don't know, field cannons or something. That's not real. Stave churches in Nidaros. We do have Alessun going for Pingala in there. We do have another campus in the north, and I do see more of these holy sites are starting to pop out from the lands of Sprig. Feudalism in 210s for the berserkers to be able to do this.
Join the round table.
And we got 2 more followers, and we're gonna get 7,300. Let's go. Thank you so much, Peliga NAV, and for the follows, and welcome. 2 more followers, 7,300. Let's go. Okay, we got Stoke upon Trent with a settler coming around. Looks like another wave of settlers actually from a lot of cities. I do see 1, 2, 3, 4 more cities that are gonna be pumped out from the lands of Age of Empire England. Ozymandias is on 20 science and 41 culture, while he's already on 5 cities. He's gonna be on 9 cities quite quickly. We do have Kazandar managing to actually slow down the attack of the longships, and it does seem like he's giving those extra promotion points to his opponent's archers, Kublai Khan China to the north. Very problematic, I gotta say. I think Victor and General Crossbows can kill crouching tigers. I think we need to put that theory to the test. I think today we're gonna get to see exactly that, because I'm pretty sure Kazandar is not gonna go down without a fight. It looks like there is a competition going on for the merchants. Egypt and Persia, Nader will have the opportunity to pick that one up for the extra trade out capacity. While I didn't actually catch his name, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see it later on. Pompey with Elizabeth did go for 36 times with 48 culture. I do notice also the Viking longships are gonna get things smashed over here next to the city of Armagh after it got the walls up. We do have the Viking longships starting to move to the east, where of course all of these biremes are actually taking a chill. He's still using his deep water abilities to attack those biremes from where they can't attack back, and we're going to need to see if he's going to be successful in slowing down everything here for Dido, just enough for those units from China to come and clean it up. We do have China setting up more cities in the south, still getting his horses, chopping as many of them with the tiles he has in the city of Beijing, Changsha, Guangzhou. He still didn't move Magnus from the southern city, and I do see Zhangqian did actually get picked up by Cleopatra. What? Okay, well, outside is gonna get an extra trade out capacity. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these merchant city states for them to give them the extra gold, and I'm pretty sure gold will probably not. I don't think it's gonna be a problem this game. Like, way too many civilizations that are going for harbors and commercials to actually have gold problems in the game, isn't it? Okay, looks like Samuel Kennedy is getting attacked by England Age of Empire. They are seeing also Elizabeth I city, well, one boat. And I do think Elizabeth I is gonna get the information that there could be a bridge being built there. Yeah, yeah. And Terracotta Army. Kazandar needs to get a medieval general. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And he's going to need his men at arms as quickly as possible. We do have Kazandar going for mathematics. So I'm pretty sure he's on the job over there getting to the top 3. He's going to need to get military tactics there as quickly as possible. And I do notice he's getting a harbor project in the city of Tyre. He really wants an admiral. I got to say both men at arms and... Caravels are kinda on the same direction. You're still gonna want to get the top 3 going, and we're going to need to see if he's gonna manage to have enough science to do so. I got the answer. Looks like Mashad and Shani Kumis are actually in range to get attacked by Elizabeth I, and it looks like we will have some skirmishes going around here with Victor deployed in Shani Kumis. It does seem like Nader Shah is gonna need to pump out quite a bit of a navy so he can try to contest the coast and punch back. We do have Elizabeth with quite a production on his side. I do believe Pompey did manage to get quite a few points here, and it does seem like Butters coming out in 3 with feudalism in 1 for Pompey. He's not far away from getting his cartography, while on the other side it does seem like Roy is just getting his shipbuilding. Okay, that's not actually that far away. It might be like 5 turns difference between them. We're going to need to see their science output to actually make a better estimation there of if he will have it or not. Did we see the science output of Roy? He wasn't that much, right? It was like 17, like 10 turns ago or 12 turns ago, but I'm pretty sure he actually put down more campuses in the meantime, or didn't he? At least more traders in the meantime, right? Get the science from the traders or something. He's getting the culture from Gobustan. That's pretty cool. And he's going to have the spices to help him get the food in Nottingham, which is usually something extremely necessary for Gobustan, for that city to actually grow next to Gobustan. Looks like also we will have a preparation for Berserkers here. I do see a few warriors are coming out from the cities of Norway. That means they are preparing to get this with upgrades and not hard building them or buying them with faith. I would imagine he would want to get quite a few of them at the same time as Tirits is gonna get his Crouching Tigers 3 turns for machinery, while he's gonna get feudalism in 1. He's gonna be very close to getting mercenaries at the same time. Balbi did say earlier that Dido is gonna be dead. Well, it looks like we still have Kazandar over there alive and kicking his opponents. We got him on 16 and 36, but to be honest, he's in dire straits. We do have him in the north getting pushed by Kublai Khan China. In the west side, Armagh is not getting to sleep, and I do notice we do have over here some English boats that are bothering Nader Shah Roy. That I'm pretty sure is another gold generator of theirs, and we do need to see if they're gonna manage to actually be competitive here. Persia, Phoenicia getting those admirals. Phoenicia doesn't need one, but you know, he's still gonna want to try to get one. And in the meantime, we do have a massive output of builders coming around from the cities of England. Oh, I see Andireo has found a very good, well, I didn't read it yet, but I would assume it's a good report of what engine is Civ6 using. Sorry for the, how to say, the deviation over here from game commentary, but I was taking a look, catching up with all of the Discord messages that I had. I had quite a few notifications. Okay, so let's see. Boats of Norway, they seem to have quite a problem with the biomes. Kazandar is trying to find his way back into this supremacy on the western coast, and it looks like he's gonna manage to actually take down these Viking longships, since we did have a slowdown of their production, while Dido did not slow down. Pomp is gonna get his buttress in 2 turns. We got one more turn until Roy is gonna get the option to click on buttress or something else, and the biggest question is he gonna click on cartography or not, taking him through buttress so he can actually discover those caravels. He really needs them to fend off attacks from Elizabeth. You already see another 2 cities being settled by Elizabeth. He's getting ready all of his builders. He is gonna get ready quite a few pre-builds, and he is gonna attack that coast. Now, I'm pretty sure of it, especially since he's going so quickly. Okay, it's 4-turn difference between Roy and Pompey. Roy 33 science, we got Pompey on 44 science. It's 51 culture on Pompey, so mercenaries monarchy is going to be a bit easier on Pompey than it is going to be on Roy. We do have also catapults coming around from the cities of Tirits, and it does seem like Taiwan getting that Magnus in there is going to allow him to chop a few more units to get them on the front line quickly. We do need to see if he's if in the next 2 turns Tirits is going to manage to get those crouching tigers upgraded on the front line with enough gold to keep on smashing through the defenses of Kazandar. And this is the catch: Kazandar is going to need 9 more turns to get his military tactics out. That means his man-at-arms technology. That is a major problem. His opponent is going to benefit from a higher technology unit way before the time that he will get to benefit from that particular unit. Yes, swordsmen kind of like take a lot of the brunt of the crouching tiger's damage, but if they are too upgraded, you cannot actually defend with swordsmen. They're just gonna die. No one in free sim on FTLV. Persia, Barsake is free sim. Barsake has to the west Elizabeth, to the east Kublai Khan China, and to the south Norway. He's free sim. He is free sim. And we do have Barsake going for bronze working, silver service in 1. Not sure exactly what he did over there, but he did get Temple of Artemis. That's what I'm remembering from earlier seeing his sim. And I would imagine he is gonna jump up even points. But also gold is gonna be important for them to gather for their teammates. So I would imagine Barsake did prioritize getting quite a few trade routes, quite a few production points alongside with gold generating buildings and districts, so he could actually give that gold at the correct moment in time to his teammates. It takes, I guess, this is something that is probably quite different than other games. You do need to get a certain how to say, a certain strategy going, and your decision is going to be made well before it actually is shown on the screen. We are taking a look slowly at the little bits and pieces of information that the map gives us information about, like what kind of districts they're gonna have, when they're appointing their cities, and so on. Each one of these little signs does mean a lot on what will they want to do in the next part of the game. And I'm actually quite curious what Barsake is gonna choose to go for the late game, or if he is gonna need to do anything special other than just give gold to his teammates, as much gold as possible and resources, so they could finish the job. Of course, Dido, big trouble, very big trouble. Like Berserkers are coming, we got crouching tigers coming, we got caravels on the way soon. We got a lot of problems for Dido. On the other side, Elizabeth I is going to punish Persia for putting those 2 cities too close to the coast on the east side, and that is also going to be extremely important for the power abilities of Lethal Company. If they cannot actually get that, that's going to be unfortunate. That is going to be unfortunate. Oof, we'll see. No one in free sim. No, there is. Norway built the pyramids in the canal place. Yes, I think yes. I didn't actually realize. Now that you said it, I do realize, and yes, I think he did actually place it in that one tile, the one desert tile. Okay, Rajendra Kola has been picked up by Persia. Elizabeth I has got one. Lee Ferrickson on England, and it looks like also Dido did get one, but he doesn't need one. Lee Ferrickson, wait a second, those are all the easy ones. Zheng He on England. Elizabeth I, I mean, and And we did have also England getting Lee Ferguson and Dido Jimenez or Rajendra Kola. Okay. And what's with the points? Oh, and Hypatia got picked up by Nader Shah. Interesting. He's going to get that free library and the science from it. That actually might put him a little bit closer to getting his cartography. He doesn't have a lot of boats though. He was only like, what, 4 boats, 5 boats? It does seem like Elizabeth I is going to need to get a few more boats out before he's going to finish his cartography in 3 turns, and at the same time try to get to Merchant Republic as quickly as possible, get to frigates and hard build a few of those so he can smash through any possible defense from Persia. We might actually see him try to get over here quite a few catapults, as we've seen yesterday, catapults and trebuchets, especially in this kind of terrain where you do have quite a bit of land around those cities, so you can keep on smashing them. Ooh, look at this, baby. We got Kazandar winning the fight against Sprig. It looks like all of those Viking longships are unfortunately going to be beaten back to the city of Skensmo. He's slowly taking each of them down. He's going to get his cartography, well, at some point, and going to be able to get into the deep oceans. You see these Viking longships? Oh my god, the crouching, level 2 crouching tigers, my friend. That is a problem. You can see the crouching tigers actually do get stopped by the swordsman a little bit. The problem is, again, level 2 crouching tigers. When they're gonna start pew, 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 you're gonna see those lasers showing up over here from one side to the other, and I'm pretty sure the army of China is gonna need to go as quickly as possible to take LPQI. They only have 7 turns, right? 7 turns, and then many times are gonna start showing up. That's gonna be a bit too strong. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, Cleopatra did take Antananarivo, 246 cities, 246 cities. Yes, that's it. 6 cities. Oh no, he doesn't have extra cities coming up. Oh, I see a 7th settler. That's it. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I like this. Why didn't we see this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Oh, I think we know what's going on here. We got a few knights coming out, getting hard built actually by the cities of Egypt. I gotta point out, these berserkers are extremely quick, especially when they're next to a coastal city they want to hit. So we do need to see when he will start marching them towards his opponent. Sprig is gonna get his mercenaries next turn. Mercenaries on Sprig. So where can Dido escape to? I mean, any one of the islands on the east side. I don't think anybody's going to contest that for quite some time, right? We got England over there. So, yeah, I don't think that's happening. They can't afford all the upgrades? I don't think so, but I didn't see the yield stab, nor did I see how much gold they're actually getting from one turn rollover to another. That's one of the informations that I'm still waiting to see on the yield stab. I guess we're going to need to wait together to find the answer to that. Yeah, what do we have here? Okay, crouching tigers starting to break the line. You can see that swordsman is taking quite a bit of damage. I do have to point out, this is something else that I didn't mention. The Chinese units do get an extra +7 if they are close up and personal with their opponent. So you can see the 58 possible strength of a damaged crouching tiger going against the 48 of a swordsman. Ooh, imagine the level 2s right in the face of their opponents. They're just taking them down. I don't think, but they may upgrade some later in the game. Yeah. We're gonna see what kind of upgrades they're gonna do. I'm pretty sure they will need to close out a few things. Like maybe the Egyptian attack may... no, but that is so important. Okay, no, I think actually... because you can guarantee... you can guarantee being stronger than Persia later on in the game, even if you don't have enough hard builds right now. I think it is much more important for Norway to get the upgrades in the berserkers and start going against Kazandar before Kazandar gets too many units. But I guess, you know, that's just me. I did notice a notification here, and we got one more follower, and we're getting to 7,300. Woo! Let's go. Neem Chocolate, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. 72.99. Let's go. Let's actually take a pick over here. Who's the 7,300?
Friends has joined the round table.
Thank you so much. Okay, Tuan Solo, hello there, sir. Would it be appropriate to ask for guidance right now? I'm struggling to get a win on Immortal and want to get better. You can ask for guidance. We would actually need to take a look at your exact situation, but I'm pretty sure there are quite a few members over here on the stream that would gladly help you out. You can also join my Discord. You can join CPL Discord, ask your questions right there. I'm pretty sure you're gonna find your answer somewhere. Also, whoa, I did see, love you all, friends. Thank you so much for the follow. 7,300. Oh, let's go. And we got a 0-1 also. Jardin, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Also, Andiro was saying, and find us a second wave with the plunders of the first wave. Yeah, well, let's see what's going on here. Looks like China is definitely getting a tile every turn here, or 2 tiles every turn, with so many of these crouching tigers starting to attack into his opponents. Barsake is unhinged over there. It is released in the wild. Imagine they actually allowed Barsake to do whatever he wants. He's free sim on the map. He has Persia, Cyrus over there, big muscles, a lot of stuff around him, good stuff, you know, chips and everything that needs to keep going. Now, we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to get to that late game with some GDRs or go for a win condition, because their opponents seem to be buckling here. We do have the Norwegian Viking longship still struggling to hold on the bireams, while, of course, the bireams are gonna lose their initial cities because of the Chinese power going against the city of LPQI entire. Still, we do have Kazandar over there valiantly slowing down his opponent from taking over his cities. We do have a big attack being prepared in Alesund and Sarpsborg. The main issue is he's not upgrading, he's not moving. He got mercenaries, he has the chance, he's not doing it. Now he's doing it. Okay, we got the goal pouring through the land of Sprig, and now all of those berserkers are getting their equipment. There is quite a chaotic mess over there in the Norwegian cities. On the street, you see people getting armor to one another. We got the swords just flying around over there. Some archers in the background. Hey, you want the tip or just the fly? No, it's good like that. Okay, just take it out. And then, of course, on the front line, they do appear over there with all of their new equipment from the gold invested into them by Spring. We do need to see if that gold is actually gonna give them the edge to take down their opponents. That's what we want to see. If that exact moment, that advantage will be enough, if he is gonna attack right now. On the other side, I'm pretty sure we do have outside, and yes, I know I did just said other side, outside. Anyway, we do have outside aware that he might get attacked. Of course, he does know that Norway has been building quite a bit of a navy on the east side, and also quite a few of these warriors. He sees the warriors on the east. He is also seeing how much military strength Norway is benefiting from, and I'm pretty sure he can deduce that's not his only military. There must be some more units somewhere else, and we're going to need to see if he's going to be with enough units on the east side. It does seem like he's doing a half-hearted effort to defend his east right now. He's not sure, so he's not committing that many production points. Otherwise, he might be, of course, overreacting, and he doesn't want to get into that situation. But it's a very fine line to overreact or underreact when it comes to defending yourself like this, especially if you don't know how many units are going to come against your cities or your armies. Everybody wants him. Yeah, Barsake has all 3 bad military alliance. Don't build granary. Norway is building a granary. I mean, yeah. Well, we do have the Norwegian berserker going into the south with a battery ram from Tromsø. Another few more are going to follow, and they're going to get to the city of Armagh with just their sheer feet and firepower. We're gonna see them climb those walls and take down the gates of Tromsø there, of Armagh. Crouching tigers on the front line, man, those guys are beasts. Have you seen them? They're moving there right on the front line. Okay, what's happening here? We got We got them moving. We got the berserkers moving. We're also very close to a golden age. I believe we're like a few turns from a golden age, and I'm not sure exactly who's going to get the golden age and who's not. Sprig is also 3 turns out from cartography, while Pompey did manage to move to apprenticeship. Did he finish cartography? Did anybody see if Pompey did manage to get cartography or not? No? No. Oh well. Okay, let's see. Berserkers, still 30 seconds from this turn, so you know he will probably want to last move, first move in there. We do have confirmation cartography has been developed by Pompey, and I do see him upgrading a few caravels and moving them towards his opponent. It doesn't seem like his opponent, I should say, Nethershah, did build that many boats here. He only has like 4 of them. Another one is going to come out next turn. There are significant numbers of galleys in the city of Birmingham there, so he can upgrade out more. No problem for him to keep on going. Also, we'll probably have a lot of science in the next part of the game. Especially, I'm thinking he's going to get a golden age with a free inquiry. Like that was kind of the meta for the last few weeks, but I'm actually quite curious if he's gonna do that. We got Pompey moving in, not waiting a single second to get in through the defenses of Shani Kumis, and as you can see, his caravels are punching through the boats of his opponent. I gotta say, this is quite a problem. Taking out Shani Kumis and having a stab at Mashad is gonna put a lot of strain on the resources of his opponents, especially if they already have Kazandar taken down, and outside is gonna get pillaged. There are so many moves being done right now by Freritos de la Vega, synchronizing their attacks so they can do the most damage at the same time. Of course, they have been balancing out their economy a little bit, trying to get all of the gold for all of the upgrades, and right now we do see the Zerkers are just a few seconds away from starting their attack runs against the units of Egypt. With Knights deployed over here on the east side, it does seem like Egypt is going to have the opportunity to actually hold this. We're going to need to see if this is going to, if he holds, if he rel himself for the next part of the game, as in if he used way too many resources to defend himself against the Zerkers, and does not have the ability to be on the same competitive side as his opponent in terms of cities, stats, and so on. Kazandar needs stirrups, don't know how to take up everything. Yeah, so many texts and so little time. Also, Alan, hello there, sir. Personally, my level is between King and Emperor. I make 4v4 with 7 bots, putting 1 or 2 in the enemy team. In Emperor, you could try something like this. Very nice idea over there, Alan. Thank you. And I do hope you have a lot of fun in the games. You can also check out the multiplayer community if you're comfortable enough playing against other players. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like discord.gg/CPL, the main international server that you have. If you like French, we do have CVFR, and I'm pretty sure we can find some regional servers also. Looking here on the stats, it does seem like more of the, or no, I should say on the text, we got more of these players starting to actually get their cartography. Ozymandias, Roy is gonna get it next turn. We got Sprig getting it in 2 turns. Barsake is gonna go for machinery. Tirits on construction. Bronze working on Pompey. These berserkers are not gonna do anything. I think I just lost all hope that the berserkers are gonna kill a single unit. Maybe that Mariano Cheret Archer is gonna be the first victim or something, but other than that, there's not gonna be a single pillage being done there. This will still create a problem, a very big problem for him, because again, like he spent so much production on defending himself against the Zerkers. That's only one nation that did manage to get units against Dido and against Cleopatra at the same time, while Persia in the north has just been happily simming away. And we do have to take a look what Barsake is going to use his stats on, and we do definitely need to see if Elizabeth I is going to manage to take out the 2 cities that he's attacking right now, Shari Kumis, and of course afterwards Mashhad in the north. That is a bit off the coast. It is 1 tile of the, well, I should say 2 tiles of the coast. Still can get hit by frigates and battleships. Norway did retreat from attacking Armagh, and yes, we do have him moving with the units in the south, and I do notice we do have men at arms being upgraded there in the city of LPQI that will help out Kazandar keep up with the defense, the Crouching Tigers will have a harder time to actually punch through the defenses, and also will get counterattacked much harder than with the many times than the Swordsman. He already made him waste 500 plus gold. Yeah, exactly. He already wasted so much production and gold there to upgrade. Okay, it doesn't look like China is going to give up on the dream of taking over the Didonian lands. So we do need to see if Norway's ability to get to cartography is going to give him the ability to take out these cities, Armagh and the 2 cities of Dido on the west. If he does that, that will guarantee the kill on Dido. We don't know if Dido actually knows about those berserkers, but I would assume he doesn't, mostly because of the vision over there to the north. There was a canal with a hill and a rainforest or a forest on it that didn't give him the vision. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to see frigates come out to the party here to actually help out do the damage against these last remaining boats of Niedersha, and we will have a pause of 2 minutes for the World Congress to come through. We're gonna come back to see what's gonna happen over here. How will Lethal Company manage to come back into this game, and how will Freritos de la Vega deal the final nail over here? How will they get the win? If they can. I mean, we've been surprised before. Have you seen last week? Definitely. Be right back. Okay, let's see. The Zergers did disembark on his opponent's lands in Egyptian territory. We do have outside with 93 science, 35 culture. Being in a free inquiry coordinate, it looks like the ranged units did lose 5 combat strength. And in the meantime, the Zergers, guess what? They got back into the water. Wait, there's no audio? Wait, what? There's no audio? Hello? Hello? I think there is, right? There is? There is? Yeah, there should be. Boop, boop. Yeah, there should be, or at least I see it. Coming back, click, click, click. Okay, there is. Thank you, Nycroti. Thank you. I was like right now, just plus 5 melee can be dangerous. Yeah, but they went for -5 range there. It looks like Ozymandias did go for a free inquiry. Roy did go for a free inquiry, while Barsake, I'm not actually sure if he did go for a free inquiry. Pompey, I'm pretty sure he did 154 and 42. To be honest, it kind of seems like on Barsake he did go for a pen brush and voice golden age 118 and 114. Kind of smells like Colosseum also. Did he get Colosseum? I mean, that's a lot of that. That seems like if he did go free inquiry, that seems like at least 2 or 3 theater squares and or Colosseum. While if he didn't go free inquiry, that is at least 1 or 2 theater squares with Colosseum on it. There's no other way. I don't think I guess we're gonna need to see his number of Peridesas, but I don't think he actually got like 30 of them, you know. Anyway, let's see. Hey, did you find your answer, Tuan Solo, by the way? Did you find the answer? Okay. So, a few attacks from Elizabeth I. More of these newly upgraded caravels are gonna go onto the front line and gonna start smashing through those caravels of his opponent. Nadershan will have an advantage. First of all, the extra +5 against full strength unit, and second of all, he's also gonna have the extra heal popping off every turn on that city center. He does have Victor established in there, and I'm pretty sure he actually got all of the tiles in that city center to give him an extra +3 on the defense, which will be quite important. He is getting his divine right. I do see him getting square digging, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Elizabeth I start to pump out a few quadrims so he can actually manage to get some frigates out. This is going to be extremely important for his ability to take down his opponent's cities here, Shari, Kumis, and Mashhad. Mashhad is the capital city, by the way, of Persia. That is going to be extremely problematic if he does manage to actually take over that city center. We do have the first caravels also being upgraded in the lands of Skedsmo. That's going to give him significantly more firepower on these units against the biomes of his opponent, while Kazandar is getting, you know, casually figuring out how irrigation works. It does seem like his army in the northeast has been successful of holding off the attacks of China. Auckland has been taken over. I don't see by whom. Who did take it over? Pompey. Pompey plugged in 11 points into that city. 10 points, because it's 11 minus 1. We do have Birmingham also going for the granary. I mean, that definitely makes sense. He wants the 10th population, man, the 10,000. No culture for lethal. Seems like they'll never get to fascism. Yeah, but that's quite a late in the game. They have, I think, other priorities right now, which are definitely problematic. I would say Egypt there definitely needs to get a lot bigger. He couldn't actually get on not even nearly enough the same level as Barsake. England here, Ozymandias did manage to get the science, but he still needs to work on his culture, and like you said, there isn't that much to work on. We do have him, wait, was that a city? Did he just get a free settler from England? I think he did. I think he actually did get a free settler from England. Look to the north of Samarkand. China got a free settler from England for somehow. He actually levied a few units and got a free settler. Unbelievable, man. Anyway, we do have Roy here also Portent's square digging castles on turrets. He's gonna get the ability to upgrade those horses into coursers, making them much stronger going against the men at times. He already had the knights for a stronger unit, and I'm pretty sure he was slowly phasing out the horses from his army. Now he will be able to use them with his ability to get 60 science and 52 culture. You can imagine he's gonna have the advantage going forward into the game over Kazandar as the game moves forward. Not quite yet. I'm not really sure what questions to ask it, but I appreciate knowing that you are all willing to help. With much pleasure, sir, and I'm pretty sure you're going to find a very welcoming community here. So just look at the streams, fire away your questions. Just if you find anything troubling in the game, as in you don't know why somebody did that, just ask away. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to, if I don't see it, I'm pretty sure somebody from the stream is going to answer it. Ozzy, same big as Barsake and Pompey, but that's not enough. Yes, I do believe Pompey will definitely be quite big in the game. I do also notice something else happening. Do you see where the Zerkers are going? It looks like after they found a literal wall of units in Egypt territory, they're starting to actually sail away to the lands of Persia, and they're gonna arrive there very quickly. Those are Zerkers in water. That's gonna be fast. We do have them with the slickest boats being powered by the best motorboats we actually find around, and also covered by jets in the air. Hey, look at that. We're going to the moon next, and we're gonna need to also take a look over here if the Norwegian caravels are going to manage to take down Armagh before the Zerkers have their way against it. There is a Minotaur getting upgraded, getting trained into that city center, but it still has 3 turns to come out. And of course, the battery ram will do the first shot next turn with the help of the Zerker. Well, I guess the Zerker will do it. Anyway, we got, do you see how fast these are, man? These are really, can you imagine moving that fast in that, like, wait, when are we? 200 BC? 200 BC. Oh my God, it would take you like half a lifetime to move through Europe, let alone move half the map. You know, like what is this? Men actually spend their whole entire lifetime trying to discover stuff somewhere and explore the earth, right? To find that one island that nobody did. Can we? Oh my God. Anyway, I would say these guys, man, were the first one that actually nailed how we can actually go spend our lifetimes exploring everything. I'm gonna need to say I gotta say, on a side note over here, I'm extremely excited to see what kind of technologies we're gonna have to actually explore space. You know, just saying, I'm so excited to actually see everything developing at a much, I would say, faster pace than we've seen in the last 10 years. Now we do have also the Navy of England managing to do more damage, but not managing to actually take down units here in Shari Kumis. With the walls and an encampment going up here, it seems like it's going to be harder and harder to do anything. I gotta also mention he's getting attacked from the south by a city-state that is Gold City-State. Can he... Unfortunately, because of how the cliffs are positioned to the east of Mashhad, he cannot use the direct land next to those caravels to actually walk towards the city of Mashhad. He would need to wrap around all the way towards the cities of England and then move on the coast, get onto the beaches and move from the north of Mashhad towards Mashhad from the lake position, which is quite a trek over there towards the north. And I don't see him positioning his units there. He's actually moving them towards the north of England, the north of Cleopatra, which already he knows that he has a defense up. So I'm actually quite curious where Sprig is going to choose to move his berserkers next, because he might actually reveal them before they need to be revealed against his opponent, and Persia will have the ability to get quite a few units out quickly to defend himself, to fend off attacks. Well, looks like Armak's walls have been taken down. We do have Dido's empire getting torn apart over here by both Norway and China in the north, while also Elizabeth is working on taking down the strength of Nader Shah, slowly but surely working on having the chance of taking down his capital. We do have also Cleopatra there that was trying to fend off attacks, did successfully fend off attacks, but at the same time he couldn't manage to get his stats that high at this moment in time. 125 science, 40 culture only. We do have to take a look also how FDLV is working, but the last time we checked, Barsake was on 110. That is a very strong result at this moment in time, or actually at the switch of the era. That's when we actually got to see that. Military tactics coming up from Barsake, humanism also coming up in 110 here from Persia Cyrus, and he has been just sitting around in his own corner, just getting the trade routes. I do have to mention they could beef him up later on in the game, sending those trade routes to him, all of them, so he could have extreme production and food generation in his empire. His muscles are gonna just rip out of his chest over there. Can you imagine that? We got the Rock. Hey guys, does anybody know what the Rock did? What is this? I saw like yesterday, I have no idea why, but on my YouTube feed, just I had like the Rock did this and the Rock did that, and he forgot about this and he didn't do this, and did he go to the same restaurant like 4 times in 4 years or something like that, and actually managed to say it was the first time every time? Then why? I mean, so what? Anyway, we do have Armagh getting liberated, and that's going to give 103 easy points to Sprig's Diplo favor. We do have also, of course, the ability to go against the other cities. Right now, they finished off the first target. New caravels walking in. The berserkers, it looks like they're actually going to wait for the ships to get... No, they're going to the south. Why? Oh my god, no. Why is he... Oh my god, he wasn't really sure what to do with them, and he thought, okay, let me go onto the coast. I think this is the thought process, right? Okay, I can't really go against my opponent right here, so let me actually do the next best thing. I'm gonna go around, wrap around, and try to see if I can get him from the north. And then he got into this bay, and he's like, okay, what do I do now? He has units in the north as well. Well, I mean, I can can keep going north, or I can keep waiting for this like white units to actually take out the red units, and maybe I can pass through my yellow units so I can do some damage against the red units. But what if I can actually go to the north over there and find a little bit of a beach to settle on, and just, you know, and say the sunshine, get a lemonade going, get some Mai Tais, and then take over the red coast, you know, like the red units. It kind of feels like a better plan, doesn't it? A better plan. You get the juice in and then you go to war. We got some foreign ministry coming out from Mashar here to get the extra diplo points. Very surprising that he's not going for intelligence agency. I would imagine he will be quite strapped for production here in the next part of the game if he's gonna start to lose the defenses there, and it kind of seems like that's happening. Right? He's kind of losing the defense there. Now we do have also England with the ability to get a city on the connection on the east side that will force him to go against the other England directly, and I'm pretty sure he needs to be careful how strong he will be at that moment in time when he actually puts the city down. I didn't see that many units coming out from him. He got a lot of free ones from the Royal Navy Dockyards. We didn't see where they're positioned, but I would imagine because he's split between two and he only has like 2 cities in the north, he might not be that incentivized to use the Canal City to do some damage against Elizabeth. So, but he does have the ability to go on the west side and do damage against later on Persia, do damage against China, and so on. We actually talked about this earlier, like the 1030-35. We talked about this, that it is England Age of Empire will have the ability later on in the game, either by submarines, planes, like aircraft carriers, or just straight up frigates and battleships to go against China and Persia on the coast. Now it's gonna be a problem when, how, and so on. Those are the other details that will affect the outcome but not affect the idea. Yeah, we do see the Crouching Tigers have failed of actually giving China the necessary advantage to go against the LPQI. The second those Minotaurs came out and got promoted, it didn't seem like China is doing any more damage. The Crouching Tigers, well, they did have a good run. We gotta give him that. Hakon, good evening, sir, and welcome. Also, D. Beasley, welcome, sir. Hello there. Welcome. You are just in time to see some Zerker action here, and also some caravels against caravels and frigates sandwiches. We do need to see if Persia is going to actually flex his military muscles at some point, and it kind of seems like Dido is going to lose his capital to the frigates of at some point to the frigates of Sprig of Norway. Norway will need to actually build a few frigates there. I only saw a single quadrim. I'm pretty sure, well, I guess he could do it with a single quadrim, but it's going to be tough and rough, and might not handle that puff. We do have also to see how they're doing in the yield stab. Unfortunately, it will take a little bit of time for us to see the yield stab. Please, let's see the yield stab technology. I'm using my power of the mind to click on the button over here. Oh, no, can't do it, man. Oh, I need one of those neural links, you know. You know, click on button. No, it's not happening. Okay. Anyway, we got Vatican City and Jerusalem with the face generation going. It looks like we did have a few late attacks over here between Nader Shah and Elizabeth I, while a spy from Elizabeth did get plugged in. Mashad, that's going to give him an extra +3. He did take out the unit there. I don't know if that was a frigate or not, because I see a really banged up frigate in the city of Sherry Kumis. I would assume that was his frigate. It's not going to matter anyway. Oh my god, that scout just made himself a victim. Anyway, now we do have the Berserker starting to run all over this coast. Armagh, as you can see, is going to be one of the cities of Norway now. We do have some Zerkers that could get into the water and try to actually get some pillages in the lands of Dido. I do also notice Tromsø is going to get his intelligence agency in 3 times while he's building up more of his lighthouses to get his traders going. He's also going to finish a few more harbors for the gold generation. We do see Norway did put another 2 cities coming up to a total number of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cities on Norway. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wow, he's actually 10 cities compared to Cleopatra. That was kind of free sim. Well, kind of free sim, you know. I have 2, 4, 6, 7, and we do have Nader Shah. That's on 2, 4, 6, 7, and then we do have England. That's probably the biggest one from their opponents from Little Company. That's on 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. He's not on 10. He's on 9. Well, he wanted to go 10, but he lost that settler, didn't he? China just got it, snatched it with a levied unit. China did steal a settler. Yes, Justin, that is true. So true. He did actually steal a settler with a levied unit. He stole a settler. Can you faith buy berserkers when you have musket tech for faith buying without a chapel? Yes. You should be able to. Yes, you should be able to, especially if you don't have the niter for the musketman. You can eat through the niter and then like set a few units musketmen in one city or two and then buy the berserkers out. You should be able to do that. Okay, so the Zerkers are actually going to go towards the northern beaches, and yes, I do notice we got some privateers coming around from Mashhad in the capital city. He's going to try to fend off attacks there with at least something, while in the meantime, it looks like he did manage to do the damage against these English units there, and they will have some support help in the form of, are those sea dogs? That should be a sea dog, right? It's England, so it should have a sea dog. That's actually going to give him the ability to take some units here. Wow, okay. Well, those were the last two caravels that Nader Shah had in his bay, and it looks like the berserkers are going to start disembarking over there on the one tile and also getting onto the hills. They're going to get into the territory of Mashhad from the north end, might actually get to rip apart all of these traders. Do you see those 4 traders making an impression over here? They're actually making coordinated moves in between the cities, dancing all the way towards the other cities, towards the destination. Oh man, they're not gonna dance after the berserkers are gonna get done with them. Can you, okay, do privateers count as arranged or not in terms of Congress? That's a very good and interesting question. I do not think the ranged units matter on the seas, if I remember correctly. It should not affect the seas. But I guess we're going to need to take a look and also ask more players. That's what I remember. London getting his that was Venetian Arsenal getting built in one turn from Ozymandias, from Pompey, sorry. And finally, we got to see the yields. So, production numbers, 258 Barsake versus Ozymandias, 247. Very close, but a lot better stats on Barsake. Both the science and culture are very high up, 200 gold a turn. Does seem like it's a much more balanced approach. 211 points of production on Pompey versus the 208 of outside, or 172 of Roy. So, he has more than both, but not by a lot. 160 science, more science, about the same culture, 70 culture, a lot more gold, 186 versus 153 and 118. Then Kazantar over here did get outmatched by Tirits, and of course Sprig next to him. We did have Tirits on about 60-70, while Kazantar is still on 30-30. That is a bit of an issue there for Kazantar. Well, to be honest, he's kind of starting to bleed cities, and he has been forced to make a military from the beginning of the game. That was quite unfortunate. And also you should tell us at which speed you are playing. I prefer playing online speed, but I know that some players playing at the 80 level are playing slow speeds to optimize more. Yeah, that is also true. Alan makes a very, very good point over here. Most of the games we do see over here are actually played on online speed. Actually, no, all of the games are playing on online speed. But most of the, I think, content creators are not playing on online speed. Aren't they playing on standard speed? I think so. Isn't also most, like the most players will actually play on the standard speed? I'm actually very curious about that. I would be so curious. Let's do this. I'm gonna put up a poll, like for the whole YouTube. I'm gonna do a new post on YouTube really quickly, create post over here and ask everybody, like every one of the subscribers over here, everybody that's gonna see this message, do you play on? Okay, and then text poll over here, and option 1 is gonna be standard speed. Option 2 is gonna be online speed, or marathon. I'm gonna put marathon also because you know we gotta have a little bit of fun. Actually, is anybody gonna play marathon? Do you play on? And there we go. I'm gonna post it right now. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna figure it out. Until tomorrow, we're gonna figure it out, right? Now everybody loves the 14 turn settlers. Exactly, the Beasley. You know, you gotta get everything ready for them, man. You know, when they get out, they have to have a very hot meal going. You know, some hot cocoa also alongside it. Some very good clothes, a very good house, and so on. You know, they need cars over there. How are they gonna move? You can't just. You need to build the roads for them. It's a lot of preparation. You know, we do have the caravels of Norway managing to get next to the city of Tyre, and by the looks of it, there is a safety settler, or I should say a few safety settlers getting out of the cities here of Dido. He's not losing yet his cities. He still has strong defenses, and I'm pretty sure it's going to take some time for the frigates, even for the frigates to chew through them. Also for China to go to all of that trouble to chew through the many times is definitely going to take a while. We do need to see on the other side if Tiditz is going to manage to get out of this with his head held high, if he is also going to manage to reposition and start making navy, because he will need to take care of England there. And I think we follow the post. I don't know exactly if I can follow the post, not gonna lie. This is I'm not that, I'll say, used to following the posts, my own posts, but I guess we're gonna see. Anyway, single player equals standard speed. Jenny Bird, thank you so much. Yes, it kind of feels like, yes, single player will play on standard speed, right? They have a lot more time, or they do want to dedicate a lot more time to each turn, and also most of the time they don't play with a dynamic timer on. Now we do have England actually preparing himself. Age of Empire, Ozymandias is actually going to take the mantle of going against Pompey, and I gotta say this is going to be extremely problematic for Age of Empire. We do already have Pompey going for the industrialization. He did also manage to get his Venetian arsenal. He is going to have the ability to probably 110, 210 those caravels out, and I'm pretty sure he's going to also have cartography with the press gangs card on. We did have the Zerkers actually taking quite a bit of a beating over here from the lands of Persia. He could not manage to tear apart all of the traders, and as you can see, there were no cities taken down. There is a canal from Mashhad starting to pump out galleys from that. The canal is going to be built in 2 turns, and he's definitely going to keep up. He's going to ramp up his aggression against his opponent on the seas there. Is there any news when next Civ game is coming out? No, I'm sorry, we're still waiting for that also. Ever since I played online speed once, I cannot go back to standard. Yes, I know, exactly, right? Exactly, Salty, exactly. The monkey was that also +1, +1. Exactly, yeah, plus. I can only say plus. We do have some courses coming around from Egypt, and it looks like to the east side here. I think this is about the navy that Norway is going to build on the east side. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be interested in more. We do have a massive expansion of Kazandar here. The Phoenician settlers are going to start moving to the east, and they're not really going to get tempered by anybody or caught by anybody. We do have England deploying a boat there to try to fend off any attacks, and yes, we do have some Didonian biremes to also escort them if necessary. You do see like 5 of them. There are 5 of them. You got 2 of them in the south and another 3 coming out. Can you imagine he's gonna have more cities, more settlers right now than he ever actually put down cities? He did manage to get to 5, but he conquered one. He didn't actually build a settler for it, so he built more settlers than he had cities till now in the game. Now we do have Chengdu also starting to get caravels out. This is gonna be a tough problem for both England and Dido. It does seem like China is gonna transition towards getting a navy out after he did manage to get his units, his land units, to go against LPQI and slow down significantly Dido, giving the opportunity to Sprig to take over that empire. Jacob Fisher, hello there sir, I have been playing Maximum Chaos, huge map, max Civs and CS marathon game. It is a labor of love and will probably take 40-50 hours to finish. Oh my god, this actually reminds me, I believe you are that kind of a person that actually has the patience of doing a model, you know, like those like technical models of actually like doing a plane or a boat, and like taking care of all of the details over there, like the coloring and the lining and like the how it fits and everything. Is that correct? Is that correct? Because that's how it feels like to me. You have so much patience. You have so much patience. Dido 4 Settlers Madness, 5 Settlers Madness. Woo, woo. Yeah. I mean, he's chewing to the other side over there. Let's see if Ozymandias is gonna love that or not, because he's gonna get invaded by some Didonian settlers. Yep. Oh, there we go. Amazing. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here. Map size is also improving when you talk of the game duration. That is so true. These online games take longer than standard spell solo player, to be honest. Ben is not wrong, but at the same time, it kind of depends on how fast you are on making decisions. A lot of the times the players, what I would say, the majority of the player base is taking their time to take in the information, judge, and make decisions slowly. The online community is much more faster and without patience about this. They really want to get through the turns really quickly. There were a few players that during, and like, I know we lost a few players because of this, because of how fast everybody else wanted to play during the years. If you remember correctly, we did have at the beginning, we started off setting up times like 2 minutes beginning, and then we were ramping up to like 4 minutes or something at the end of the game, and incrementally increasing the times. Now we actually end up starting off like 20 seconds or 30 seconds minimum, and then we go up to like maybe 2 minutes and something. There's not gonna be a 4-minute wait time. I love marathon when opponents let me steal their settlers by accident. Green spirit. Yeah. Makes sense, man. Makes sense. It looks like Sherry Kumis is going to be successfully taken down. We do have also Mashad making a critical error since he did build the canal. He's going to let in that the privateer to actually do some mischief there. We do have also the units in the north, the berserkers starting to wrap around the territory, and we'll have the opportunity to go against Niederschach from the north. Okay, so this city is going to be taken down. Mashad is going to be taken down. There's no way he will stop actually the boats from taking over that city with the caravels now that he built the canal. You can't wait. Shouldn't there be a way for you to destroy your own canal? Come on, there must be a way. Like, come on, you have seen it in real life also, right? When you have like strategic bridges, for example, will have explosives, or it can be. You can have demolition teams actually take them out really quickly, right? Why not do this for canals in the game? You know, like it's my canal. I want to take it down. You know, what do you mean? It's my canal. It's connecting my land to the enemy. I want to take it out. You know. Cisco already calling out the CC incoming. The canal to Mashad. Yes, Mozraf. Yes, he did it. I mean, I know he did it out of his need to get more boats. Wanted to get to use Mashad's ability to actually get to have a lot of production going to get those boats out. Unfortunately, he kind of got it a bit too late. And the positioning over here, or I guess the early choices, not sending a harbor outside on the third ring, and didn't actually focus the canal technology. Even if he was going towards Batras and so on, he didn't have that on the way there. It took some time for him to actually get going. I don't think he actually realized how much importance Elizabeth is going to put on this, and I do want to point out how FDLV actually synchronized their attacks at the same time, so they could actually overwhelm their opponent's defenses in terms of gold production and their sheer firepower. We do have the privateers over here actually taking a bit of a beating, but they did manage to conquer another unit. It's gonna be another one of the caravels taken away from Mashad, and as you can see, that city center is getting taken out. That is a capital city. That's actually the second capital city that they're gonna have from a Lethal Company. And that's a CC right there. We do have Freritos de la Vega managing to get 2 wins in 1 week against their opponents in their group. We do have Lethal Company and didn't they play CWC? I think they played CWC in the first one, right, on Thursday. Awesome game right there. Also Machiavelli, El Mao, whoa, and Cisco definitely called it. We're gonna see a little bit of post-game chat. Let me actually put it up on the screen here and see what's going on. Where did you come from? Oh, by the way, guys, okay. Big surprise over here. This is Kitty. Kitty is the mother of the 2 big kitten and the 2 big males that I had. Out of 1 just remaining. Check this out. Kitty. Okay, Kitty is a very fussy kitty. Kitty is very mad also, and very, very aggressive. We actually needed to actually take care of her as much as possible in our house because of her. But now I guess she's a little bit more into her late years, so she's settled down. She's trying to actually teach the other one, but can't really stand her. So, you know, it is what it is. Female cats not really liking each other here. It is what it is. Anyway, let's pop in to the debrief channel and take a look at what are the opinions of the players here. And I think I need to switch my sound settings, get stuff done. Okay. Hello and good evening.
Hello, good evening.
That was quite some pressure on Dido over there.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. He has a naval opponent and also
Land.
China
Yeah.
in his face. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
hard to defend.
He did amazingly well until he well couldn't anymore. There was no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's obviously on timer.
Yep.
At some point he dies
I
when
was-
berserkers come.
Man, we laughed so much when we saw he had more settlers built to run away than he built his cities. He had like 5 settlers moving out.
Yeah,
GG.
GG.
GG, well played. How is Elizabeth feeling over there, Pompey?
Quite good, I guess.
Quite good,
Especially
quite
when
good.
they settled the city and I saw a 2-5.
Yeah.
I was like, oh guys, I did gold, please. Yeah.
I don't know. I think our main mistake was not banning Norway here.
Yeah, I guess.
I was
And-
surprised that you let it in, yes.
Yeah, there was some discussion, should we ban Indonesia or Norway? And I think we did a mistake and banned Indonesia instead.
Oh.
Were you focusing on getting on a certain map type from the beginning?
Yeah, we are islands, I guess, mainly.
Okay. Makes sense. But why not the lakes then instead of primordial?
I don't know, we played lakes many times and I think we have the worst win rate on that map. So we should try to
Yeah.
avoid it.
All the highways, the Mapuche possibilities.
Yeah.
I didn't see if Barsake managed to get his Colosseum going.
Yes.
You did?
Yeah,
You
yes,
did.
yes.
That's why you got so much culture there. It was a second pen Russian voice, no?
No, Frink,
No,
ouais.
free? Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's Cyrus. Internals plus Pyridaisa plus few theaters and Colosseum.
Yeah.
Well, GG guys. Good job on the simming. Good job. Great admirals. How do you feel, Russia? Maybe to ask you first. How do you feel about fighting Freritos on this game?
It was actually hard because our Daido is kind of out of game from the start because he has naval and land opponent. I'm on Persia playing mainly inland and I have to expand naval, but there is Elizabeth and also Norway boats that block me. And I don't have admiral, I just don't have time. Maybe I should go harbors first and don't do commercial hubs at all. I think it is a mistake, yeah.
I have to say, I was really surprised because you did a really great job, especially Phoenicia, who managed to defend very well against two big boys, Titits and Spriggan. And what's the point to your city on the sea, Roy? Do you want to win the fight against Elizabeth, or it was just to
No, obviously I can't win here. It's pretty defensible city. I just want to. So he spent resources on me, and after he spent resources, our England makes a canal city and pushes him in some way.
Okay, that was my idea, and I think it's a great strategy. But you put a canal on your capital, and it makes your capital very weak if you lose naval.
Yeah, I think I lose my capital anyway here with canal. Because
yes, it's ring to naval.
Also the berserkers were pain in the bottom as well. They're kind of doing a very good job on actually all of the map.
My next question is still to you, Russia's team. How do you feel against Civ6? Because Frerito wins against Civ6, they win against you, so they are in good position to get out of the group. But what about you? Can you do it against Civ6?
Not. You mean Holiday or Holiday on Highlands win against us? We didn't play against Civ6 yet.
Yes, but Frerito did.
Yeah, we think we probably gonna win that, but I think in this group our main opponent is the host team, not Civ6.
Okay, so you are confident to go to playoff?
Not really, because there is Holiday on Highlands.
Okay.
And they are actually a very good team as well.
Do you think your group is the hardest group in the CWC?
Not really, no. I think groups are pretty even.
Okay, nice.
The very strong team in our group is Freritos, because they are playing like many years together. Our team is not that experienced in terms of coordination, team play. Yeah.
Yeah, that attack from Freritos right now, synchronizing all of their attacks in like, just a few turns was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, really good job. Okay, GG guys, good luck.
GG, good evening.
Bye-bye, well played.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
So we heard it over here from Roy. We did hear it also from Barsake Pompey Sprig. We did have Malm also asking a few questions about what happened in this game, what were they thinking, what were their plans, and where they were going. We do need to see what's going to happen here in the third week. We're soon going to put up the channels so they can start to synchronize their moves over here, and of course get the next game scheduled. Check out the Civ6 WorldCup.com website on Wednesday. That's when we're going to have all of the schedules displayed, and you're going to see over there also the links to the streams and so on, updated probably on Thursday at the latest. I do hope you enjoyed your time tonight with me, Michael, and I do hope you're also gonna enjoy your time with me on the next streams. We do have a little bit of time to give them to actually synchronize all of their games and so on. And I'm gonna put up an update on my Discord first, and then we're gonna start updating the Twitch and the YouTube channels. I do also want to thank you for all of the bits and the pieces and the support of showing the stream. Much appreciated for the subscriptions and of course for the follows. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the content, and of course any kind of feedback you do have about it, just feel free to tell me. Just send me a message on Discord or anywhere. I'm gonna do my best to respond as quickly as possible. I do hope we're gonna see each other soon. Have a great evening. Bye.